Hey guys, I'm Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
We are a fun-loving couple that's been married for 21 years. And what we do is we talk about the little issues that come up in the daily life of a couple. And we make funny videos about it.
We download our podcast on Mondays. And you can follow us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Spreaker, among others. Please don't hesitate to download, follow, and rate us on our show.
And please don't forget to tell your friends and family about us. Again, my name is Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
Against the world, don't need no one to side with me. Just because you hating on me, don't mean we a rivalry. This food for thought, I know about neuroscience. See, no need for that focus spoon. This one for your mind to eat. See, I'm not trying to preach, me, I'm just trying to reach out and let them know no giving up. Get that offensive rebound. Cause any day could be your last, and know that they will never break you long as you control the glass. The world back to this and that about your color. It's starting to feel like March for nothing. Damn, did we forget about the dream that had us stitched together? Now we breaking from the seams. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray.
I ain't looking back on my past, I don't need the review. I'm looking forward to the future with a clear view. And yeah, they can try and walk them out, but these the wrong shoes. Can you relate to being down and out? Just seems to haunt you. You start from the bottom, only option is to come up. My past is not Maybelline, some that I just can't make up. The same one stab you in your back, quick to shake up. And you can chase the situation long as you wake up. This cold world freezing, bruh, I'm trying to get a winter coat. And when they start burning bridges, get a bigger boat. Now I'm paying for my past mistakes like a scapegoat. And I can see they true colors without a microscope.
No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray. Let's go. I've been feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. Feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray. Let's go.
Hey, it's your boy J Tiggs. Long gifted family. free if they ever mention me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Let a nigga say I can't, I made it happen then. Realest nigga in the room, y'all a bunch of mannequins. The loudest in the room is smoke, I may never speak again. Looking for a sheep's opinion, it's the wrong lion's den. Niggas start to count me out, I just count it up. Half off on haters cashing out cause I ain't got enough. Attitude Sierra Rust, I ain't used to give a fuck on niggas necks like bow ties. I don't plan on letting up. Told niggas I was taking off, ain't no catching up. Always counting blessings, being lucky just ain't good enough. Nowadays niggas need Oscars, stay acting tough. Money ain't the topic, then my name you shouldn't bring it up. Niggas told me I was fake, it didn't mean much. Wake them up like coaches, they just hit me with the mean mugs. Throwing dirt on JT's, gon' drag it through the mud. Long as they keep talking about me, I'll never be a dud. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Heard niggas talking about me, but I got tunnel hearing. Seen niggas turn on me, must be full of power steering. Standing on my own 10, guess that I was overbearing. Lord protect me from the rumors, people started disappearing. A lot of people talking shit, guess they got a potty mouth. If they ever talk me down, they can never talk me out. I don't do the sneak, this is called that a whisper out. Money talk, most you niggas quiet as a church mouth. Silence is secrecy, I don't really talk a lot. If you not talking money, then I might just lose my train of thought. When you start making moves, that's gonna bring the gossip out. If they talking on my name, that's what they gon' gossip about. You heard that I'm moving up, bitch, this ain't the Jeffersons. Wanna tell my peers something, tell them who I'm better than. Talk with moms the other day, she told me that I better win. Love a lot of people in the spring, foul weather friends. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Fuck them niggas' opinions, they don't mean shit, keep them talking about me. Hey. One of those joints. About to take a trip from life. My plane leave in 5 minutes. About to take a trip from life. Can't worry about who do you wrong, even if you treat them right. I know that I be stressing out. Ganja keep me out my feelings. Cool on all the fake love, so you know that I be chilling. I just need a lot of space. The moon is my paradise. Looking for what to give, couldn't find a campsite. Trying to book a round trip, only found it one way. Rolling up another one while we on this overlay. Captain of the flight I took had a little turbulence. Tried to shoot the dream down, prep with the air defense. Needed me a fire hook, D-Rob helped me steer the plane. Soul food on the private jet, twisting up Miss Mary Jane. About to take a trip from life.
About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggie down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggie up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggie down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggie up, going on a different flight.
In first class, counting cash, rolling grass and paper planes. Superman ain't here to save you, and you not Miss Lois Lane. Stewardess is stupid thick. Mary is this beauty name. Say she smoked that OG Kush, so she not no plain Jane. Malaysia, what I call this smoke, might go missing on this trip. A lot of people acting funny. Sunday morning comic strip. I roll alone, I smoke alone. I don't need your fellowship. This ticket cost me some chips, but I still chose to dip. You say you wanna do what? but she scared of heights. Rolling up this backwood, cause I don't wanna miss my flight. Oh, your man bugging out, you don't have the time to fight. Soon as I pass the light, baby, take this trip from life. And you can stay the night.
About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different
I
flight.
put my thoughts up in my swisher, smoke my pain away. You know when it rain, it pour, and it's a rainy day. Time to get up on this mission. Gotta make another run. Blowing all this green. I'm looking like a leprechaun. I can't let your mind get the best of me. Yeah, I put that up on Stephanie. Gotta make these ends meet. I know you niggas wanna end me. You ain't a stand-up nigga. That's why you niggas can't stand me. I'ma bust you like a grape before I let her fully jam me. I got my second, I'm coolin'. Shorty, she clapping that booty. I just smacked her on the cheek. Then I told her, let me see. You gon' have to free that thing. You know ain't shit free. I rolled up on the arch, then lit that kitty straight to sleep.
I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTX3RA. That is JTX3RA. Also check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTX. Tune in, huh?
Hey you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Maka Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all.
Big Blue Nation. This is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, iHeart Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi folks, Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5 Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life too. 5 Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5 Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors, so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
Tiggs, Hells, huh?
fucking random shit up. Got knowledge out there recording me and shit. Like all this motherfucking balls right here. T's be the name, L's when I'm rapping. Applying the pressure on next, I be stepping. This is not school, but I'm teaching them lessons. Watch how you act, watch who you testing. Niggas be flexing, must stay in the gym. Testing these waters, must know how to swim. Clowns want the beef, must be rolling with grim. Don't try me like them, cause I am not him. Give me free smoke, but this is no hookah. I'm my own shooter, but lil' bro, do you? Not talking about moolah, yeah, out your medulla. Always stay strapped, just call me Tix Lula. Fuck up a beat and I roll me another one. Walking out pops, just brought me another gun. Me and this Wesson, so there's no one-on-one. Caught me a zip, only cost me $100. Don't stress about what? Lay up with a cute. Smoking a doobie and rub on the booty. You know it's X-rated, we making the movie. I got the mojo, it get a little groovy. Winning and winning, I might win again. LGF family don't fuck with new friends. They fuck with the real, so my music gon' spin. Type on my lyrics, don't fuck with a bin. Addicted to Krish, but I am no addict. It's back with his stuff, I'm high as Aladdin. Niggas act monkey, just quit with the cap. And I live on my shit, I don't just be rapping. Metaphor, massacre, lyrical lunatic. I'm a big dog, miss me with the goofy shit. Spit so much fire, I need me a cooler kid. Tatted on me, so you know I'm cool with it. Come to this music, best in the city. Locals be knowing there's no fucking wit. Show him no mercy and show him no pity. Stacking his bread is rising like Jiffy. Smoking his gas, it smell like a pool. I see J Rouse when I'm up in the booth. Money train coming, you just a caboose. Fuck with my dogs and I'm cutting them loose. Fuck with my dogs and I'm cutting them loose. Money train coming, you just a caboose. I see J Rouse when I'm up in the booth. Smoking this gas, it smell like a pool.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home, because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
Say Metro by T-Mobile got the best deal in wireless, and it's all for you, all for me. Just switch quickly, because Metro has 2 lines for $80 and 2 Samsung Galaxy J7 Star phones for free, plus Amazon Prime included. That's the way wireless should be, only at Metro.
Plus sales tax and activation fee. $50 plus rate plan required. Not valid for numbers currently on T-Mobile network or on Metro in past 90 days. Offer subject to change. Offer valid for new Amazon Prime members. Amazon Prime has a $12.99 per month value. Restrictions apply. See store for details and terms and conditions.
And welcome to Just for Clicks, guys. This is Michael Buckeye. This is live, raw, and uncut sports talk on this, what is it? Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it? Shoot, let me look. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Damn, my days are all messed up. Tuesday, 106 degrees outside here in beautiful Louisville, Kentucky, home of RTF Productions. If you guys are not following RTF Prod on the old Twitter machine, get on there, help us get some followers, and hopefully we'll start posting some funny content for y'all. It just, make it a fun day. But if you guys welcomed me back with open arms when Just for Clicks came back on the air, there's only about 12 or 13 listeners, but hey, it is what it is. The very first team that I broke down was the Kansas City Chiefs. However, I was not happy with that podcast, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's still up there. You can listen to it. There's a bunch of background noise. I'm driving down the highway, talking on a microphone, talking into my computer. It was horrible. Since then, I decided, hey, I'm perfectly okay talking on my phone just like we are now. You will hear a little bit of background noise every now and then, but that's just because shit happens. You're driving down the highway. What the fuck can you do about it? There's nothing you can do. But nonetheless, we're going to re-break down the 2019 Kansas City Chiefs. Coming off an MVP performance from last season, Patrick Mahomes is quite arguably the best quarterback in the NFL this season. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady might have something to say about that, but it is time to pass the torch on to the younger generation, and Patrick Mahomes is it. Patrick Mahomes is a guy. Over 5,000 yards last season, 50-plus touchdowns, and quite frankly, I don't see that slowing down any bit whatsoever. People are referring to sophomore slumps, yada, yada, yada. Guys, this is not his second year in the league. This is his third year in the league. He learned how to be a professional by my man, Alex Smith. Alex Smith taught him how to prepare through the season. Alex Smith taught him how to prepare during the off-season. Alex Smith made Patrick Mahomes grow into the quarterback that he is. Whether you want to admit it or not, it is what it is. Alex Smith is a pro's pro. He got Patrick Mahomes where he needs to be. Training-wise, mindset-wise. I mean, obviously, he didn't teach him his talent, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and break down this team. Week number 1, they're at Jacksonville Jaguars. If you guys listened to the show yesterday, you know exactly what I'm going to say. It's hot in Florida this time of year. It's humid in Florida this time of year. Week 1, it's going to be hot. People are going to be cramping. People are going to need extra water breaks, IV at halftime. But guess what? It's hot and humid in Kansas City, Missouri too. Chiefs win. Week number 2, at Oakland Raiders. Man, what a shit show in Oakland. Antonio Brown wants to wear his old helmet. Antonio Brown gets frostbite. Antonio Brown does this. Antonio Brown does that. Basically, Antonio Brown is a show in Oakland. But quietly, guys, Oakland is becoming a very good football team. I think they're going to do well this year, so I do have them beating the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 2. Week number 3, Kansas City's back at home at Arrowhead, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I've said this many, many times, and I still believe it. Lamar Jackson is trash. Lamar Jackson is overrated. Yeah, he might have a good game here or there, throw for 2 touchdowns, rush for like another one. But when it comes down to it, he's a Tier 4 quarterback. Yeah, you heard me right. Tier 4 quarterback from Lamar Jackson. Chiefs win. Week number 5, the Kansas City Chiefs travel to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'll be at this game. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be proud. In my red, in my Chiefs stocking hat. I hope it's kind of chilly. Maybe they crank up that AC so I don't have to sweat my balls off. Chiefs win. Detroit sucks. Week number 5, back at home, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. If this game was at Indy, it would scare me a little bit. It's at Arrowhead. Chiefs win. The defense steps up, shut down Andrew Luck in that offense. Great game. Week number 6, at home again, taking on the Houston Texans. A very good Houston team where we had them going 10-6. Chiefs beat Houston, though. As I think it's going to be a very, very close game. Chiefs score a couple late touchdowns to stretch it out to 35-20 type score. Week number 7, traveling a mile high to take on the Denver Broncos. Those ponies, a division foe. Chiefs win. Joe Flacco is not the answer in Denver. I don't care what. Who's the guy with the glasses that my wife loves? Miller. What's his first name? Shoot, what is his first name, guys? Miller, the defensive end. She loves him. He's no match for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs win. Week number 8, back at home, taking on the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers. This is going to be a passing of the torch. Chiefs play the Patriots and Green Bay this year. In years past, the number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. This is starting of the passing of the torch. Chiefs win, beat them bad. Week number 9, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I have this game marked up as a loss. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Kirk Cousins is going to pull something out of his ass. I don't know what. It's going to be a late game heroic, last second drive, last second field goal, or if Minnesota just going to flat out dominate. But Kansas City is due for a loss. I don't see them losing at Mile High or losing at the Lions, so it's got to be a home loss. Sucks, damn it. Week number 10, on the road, take on the Tennessee Titans. Titans seem to be a kryptonite for the Kansas City Chiefs the last couple years. But this year they turned the tables. Chiefs win. They win big at Tennessee. Week number 10, traveling to Mexico to take on the Chargers. Sorry, this is week 11, looks like. It's a loss for the Kansas City Chiefs. I just think the Chargers Chargers are going to be a pretty good team. We're going to break those down Thursday, it looks like. Battling for that AFC West division crown. This is a must-win for Kansas City, but must-win for Chargers as well. Chargers have a little bit more in edge them out. Going into the bye week, Week 12, coming off the bye week at home, take on Oakland. They destroy Oakland. Get revenge from that Week 2 loss. Antonio Brown gets shut down. Patrick Mahomes throws for 5 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill takes a reverse and just they lay it on him. It is nasty early. Next week they're at New England to take on the Patriots. I've said this when when we broke down the Patriots earlier. I'll break them down again because those podcasts were kind of muffled and kind of whatnot. Actually, no, we broke down the Patriots 2 weeks ago, last week, whatever. Bill Belichick's like to hold his cards close to his vest in these games, in these possible playoff games. Vanilla offense, vanilla defense, not going to show you a whole lot. That is why the Chiefs win, but also because the Chiefs are better than the Patriots this year. Week 15, back at home, taking on the Denver Broncos. Chiefs have the Denver Broncos number in December. Chiefs win big, lay it on them. Week 16, they travel to Soldier Field to take on the Bears. When we broke down the Bears earlier this offseason, we said it's nothing like playing at Soldier Field in the cold. That wind comes off the lake, it cuts through your body. Well, guys, the wind in Kansas City cuts through your body too. Like there's something about cold wind that you just can't prepare for. But the Chiefs will be practicing inside their practice facility. Bears will be outside training us, and they'll need this win. Bears win because it's a must-win for them. The Bears have to win this game to be considered in the playoff race still. They have to. Giving us a Week 17 matchup at home, taking on the Chargers like again. Chiefs get the revenge. Chargers in the cold weather, they're not very good. You can say what you want about the game last year. I think last year was just a fluke when they went to the New England Patriots and hung with them. Something about Kansas City cold. Chargers lose. They lose by 21 points, giving the Chiefs a 12-4 record on the season. Guys, I love the Kansas City Chiefs. I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan at heart. Born and raised in Kansas. Chiefs have always been my team and always will be my team. But I'm also a realist fan. I know we're not going to go 16-0 or 19-0 and win the Super Bowl. I know that's not going to happen. 12-4 is a respectable record. I think it'll be just enough to get them the number 1 seed in the AFC, get us another home playoff game, possibly 2 home playoff games. With that being said, guys, this is a real Super Bowl contending team this year. They have addressed a running back situation after releasing Hunt. Tyreek Hill isn't going to get suspended. They've added even more speed to that wide receiver core. Travis Kelce is now the best tight end in football, best quarterback in football. And guys, a pretty damn good coach. Andy Reid is definitely a top 5 coach. If you don't believe that, watch him back when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. What was it? 4 or 5 straight NFC Championship games? Yes, they only won 1, but still, he got them there. This year, the Chiefs get over that hump, make it to the Super Bowl. Do they win it? I don't know. Find out in a couple weeks when we break down my playoffs. But as always, like, comment, subscribe wherever you are listening to my beautiful voice. My beautiful, sorry, voice. It is what it is. YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, etc. Guys, have a great day. Stay hydrated.
Right now at T-Mobile, get an awesome iPhone XR on us when you bring your family over and trade in your old device. Because whether you have mom, dad, or a friend on your mind, it's a gift so bold and brilliant, you'll want to keep it for yourself. And most importantly, it's on us in 6 vibrant colors. Plus, with unlimited everything from T-Mobile, the awesome iPhone XR will have everyone snapping, streaming, and sharing to their heart's content all year long. But don't wait, it's only for a limited time. So visit a store or call 1-800-T-Mobile and get iPhone XR on us.
If congested, customers using more than 50 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds due to prioritization. Video at 480p via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax. Qualifying trade-in, port-in, service, and finance agreement required. Contact us before canceling or credit stop and remaining balance due. 64 gigs, 0 down plus $31.25 per month for 24 months. Pre-credit price $749.99, 0% APR. One offer per account.
Grand Canyon University is Arizona's premier private Christian university, committed to providing next-generation education. GCU offers over 200 academic programs, many in high-demand fields, across 9 colleges. We keep our rigorous curriculum relevant by partnering with industry leaders and advisory boards. Earn your degree online, in the evening, or on our vibrant Phoenix campus. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Big Blue Nation, this is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, iHeart Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi folks, Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5-Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life too. 5-Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5-Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeart Radio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors, so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home, because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTX3RA. That is JTX3RA. Also check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTX. Tune in, huh?
Against the world, don't need no one to side with me. Just because you hating on me, don't mean we a rivalry. This food for thought, I know by neuroscience. See, no need for that focus spoon. This one for your mind and eat. See, I'm not trying to preach, me, I'm just trying to reach out and let them know no giving up. Get that offensive rebound. Cause any day could be your last, and know that they will never break you long as you control the glass. The world back to this and that about your color. It's starting to feel like March for nothing. Damn, did we forget about the dream that had us stitched together? Now we breaking from the seams. No happy days, no happy
with a clear view. And yeah, they can try and walk them out, but these the wrong shoes. Can you relate to being down and out? Just seems to haunt you. You start from the bottom, only option is to come up. My past is not Maybelline, so that I just can't make up. The same one stab you in your back, quick to shake up. And you can change the situation long as you wake up. This cold world freezing, bro, I'm trying to get a winter coat. And when they start burning bridges, get a bigger boat. Now I'm paying for my past mistakes like a scapegoat. And I can see they true colors without a microscope. No happy day, no happy day, no happy day, no happy day. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here, but it's all you know, this how we raise. Let's go. No happy day, no happy day, no happy day, no happy day. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here, you gotta pray. Let's go. I've been feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. Feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know, this how we raise. Let's go. No happy day, no happy day, no happy day, no happy day. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's all you know, this how we raise. Let's go. No happy day, no happy day, no happy day, no happy day. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here, you gotta pray. Let's go.
Hey, you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Micah Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk in cahoots with RTF Productions. My name is Mike.
And my name is Gator.
You know what? I don't think in cahoots works either. It sounds like we're about to go commit a crime.
But we are. We're in the crime of telling the world the truth from real people. Expert opinions from two dudes that know absolutely nothing, but it all makes sense.
You know what? I think it's more likely that, I mean, I'm sorry for this, that you would commit the crime. You're black.
But it's 2018.
Unless
2018. They stopped. The cops are almost afraid of us now. They're starting to get to the point. They're like, shit, let him go.
I mean, unless we're going to, shoot up a high school, then yeah, that's definitely my game. That's white people.
Okay.
Yeah. But
so I guess the black guy's still in cahoots. Got it.
Yeah.
No, we don't even say cahoots. I don't know how to spell cahoots, so I don't say it.
I couldn't even begin to tell you. Okay, so you know what? I actually have two complaints. So it's been pouring all day here. And I get done work. I head into the shop. This idiot wants to say, "Oh, it's raining cats and dogs." Now, there's a few sayings that just make no fucking sense. Where did this come from? It's raining cats and dogs. Had you been like, "Oh, it's, wetter than a blonde on prom night," I would have gave you that. But it's raining cats and dogs.
It's wetter than Janet Jameson at a Bukkake party, Houston bangs 500, It's wetter than that. Got it. But cats and dogs, I don't know where it came from. I don't even understand it. Can't begin to fathom.
No, man, it just does. And it's not just that one, man. I'm blind as a bat. Blind.
True. They just fly in the dark. They're not blind.
I'm sweating like a pig. Pigs don't sweat.
Very true.
Yeah. You're working me like a dog. When was the last time you seen a dog out there plowing the fields?
Instead of working me like a horse. Yeah, true.
I don't know. Or I got to piss like a Mexican racehorse. Does a Mexican racehorse piss differently than an American racehorse? Is there something I'm not aware of?
Very. See, this is why they need to legalize marijuana in North Carolina, so we can really sit down. Does a Mexican racehorse? You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to hit that. This is weed conversation right here.
Absolutely. I concur. Yes.
But I kind of like my job, so never mind.
I actually got another complaint. I don't know. I'm just full of them lately. I don't know. So we're here, the holiday season. I love the holiday season, man. I'm a huge, huge fan of it. But these drivers, during the holiday season, your holiday cheer gets the best of you, especially when you're a grown adult. And I see you driving down the road and you have antlers and a red nose on the front of your car.
Seen it.
I can't. And you know who it always is? It's always that soccer mom who thinks her son should have the participation trophy. Look at the people that do that. Watch them as they drive by in their little SUV, and that's what it is. Or their little minivan. It's always them. I don't know, man.
That's funny though.
It just
straight distraction.
And again, enjoy the holiday cheer and get in the spirit, but you're a grown ass adult. Why in fuck's sake do you got a reindeer decoration on your car? I'm sorry. It just this drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts when I see the shit and I want to get out and I want to rip it off of their car. I really do. But I need my job, so I can't.
True.
But
I kind of like my job.
If I didn't need this job.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
Bet your ass. Anyway, me and you had a brief discussion and about the proper place to take a shit.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a big oh. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
Today is Friday. I got to stand up. I can't even sit down and tell this story. Today is Friday. And 3 times this week, this very topic has burned my head. The proper place to shit. First, I'm going to tell the story, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. Where I work, the bathroom is like a community bathroom. You walk in, yes, it has a urinal, yes, it has a toilet in it, but it's pretty much one person at a time because it's unisex. Male and female go. So whatever, and because male and females, we work together at my job. But if I'm going to be gentlemen alike, and me and the opposite sex, or me and the person of the same sex, no, I'm just going to go back to the opposite sex, and I let you go to the bathroom. Oh no, go ahead. I'll go in after you. And then, I'll walk away and wait till you come out. That is not the time to take a shit, because 3 times this week alone, I have followed a female, or I've walked to the door like, oh,
hey, be careful.
Hey,
be careful there when you start saying I followed a female to the bathroom. Whoa.
Okay. I went into the bathroom after she came out.
Listen here, Mr. Harvey Weinstein.
I mean, if that's going to give me these free commercials. No, let me stop. Those are bad free commercials. No, but anyway, she comes out the bathroom. I go to walk in. Holy fucking shit. These females have dropped the deuce. Like, oh my God, they've dropped something died in their ass, and they shit it out in the bathroom, knowing that I was coming in after them.
Damn, that bad?
I'm not an ugly dude. I got a nice little smile. I can smile and flirt and blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's up for debate.
But you have lost all of your sexiness when I have to walk in after you, or not even literally right after you. Because, I'll be a gentleman. I won't make it look like I'm trying to rush in there to smell hot piss and pussy or whatever. No. So I'll be somewhere else, but I'll notice when the bathroom door opens so I can go to the bathroom and do what I got to do. But when I walk in there, and I'm getting shot with a hail of doo-doo bullets, shit particles everywhere, that in my nose to where I gag. This is the man that has been deployed before, that you got stuck eating MREs 3 meals a day for months. I got rock gut. Nothing makes me throw up or gag in my mouth. People say baby shit is the worst thing to ever smell. Baby shit, I didn't even gag during changing baby diapers. But God damn it, 3 times this week I have followed, or I have went into the bathroom 3 times after a female, and they have killed the entire bathroom. Like, I almost called 911 because there was a crime scene happening in that bathroom.
So
that's
before you take this any farther, you said, I just want to make sure that this is cleared up on air. You just said nothing in your mouth makes you gag. So that's a little awkward to say, but
nothing in this world makes me gag.
Ooh. You see how awkward that sounds now?
And I just opened it up big time for that, huh? The world.
Okay, now I think you're looking at this the wrong way. When you were at the house, he said a word to you for the last 3 hours. Uh-oh. I can feel a rumbling in my tummy. You head to the bathroom. You take a seat. Babe, can I talk to you? Or, Dad, I got a question.
Dad, I need your attention, yeah.
Ain't nobody said shit to me for the last 3 hours. The second I said in the toilet, now you want to speak to me? So I intentionally, I make it my mission to shit at work. Because for 2 reasons. 1, I'm getting paid. I'm on the clock. 2, I don't have wife and kids bugging me. I can just take and just have at it. So if that might be their thing, man, to where, you know what? I'm at work. I got to shit at work.
Okay, with that being said, you don't go into the one community bathroom. Go to a complete different bathroom. Go to the different side of the room if you know you about to blow it up. If you're fitting to rape that toilet the way that these... I can't even call them females no more. The way these people have blown, the way that they tore this bathroom up, I'm surprised the paint didn't peel off the wall. Look, my eyes are starting to water and just talking about it right now. Oh man, I'm in shock. I could probably never use the bathroom at work again.
Yeah, but
because I trust and believe I can't look at them the same.
But look, man, maybe they have the same situation at home. They sit down and their, idiot husband or spouse, I should say, wants to come pounding on the door and, hey, I ain't seen you all day. I've seen you run in and jump in the toilet. Can we talk? So I don't think that giving them shit, no pun intended with that, but giving them shit because they happen to drop a dookie at work, I don't think that's fair.
I can't. In my house, I'm the king of this castle. This is where I can get comfortable. If I got to get butt naked to relieve the heat that I'm releasing, then it is what it is. I can't do that, AKA at work, at the Walmart bathroom, in an airplane bathroom, on what else has bathrooms? A charter bus that has bathrooms.
Okay,
I can't go and just let loose.
Now, that's where, look, nobody shits in a Walmart bathroom unless it's an absolute emergency. That's a whole different scenario.
I've been there too. Where people have just peeled the paint off.
Well, see, but again, and when, the paint is peeling, okay, yeah, this was an emergency situation.
Especially when they're grunting and groaning.
Yeah.
But
so look, you're not just taking your random daily deuce at a Walmart. It doesn't work like that. But you're saying, king of my castle, if I need to strip all the way down because this is about to be a legendary shit. But when you're, mid grunt, halfway through a turd that's already 6 inches hanging, and somebody knocks on the door, dude, that just you can't get that moment back. Quality on it is completely ruined.
Sorry, I meant to call her. No. I don't know. Are you there with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I got quiet there for a quick second. I was like, wait a second. Okay, no, but anyway.
No,
place.
I'm just saying though, if you're at your house and you're having arguably your best shit of the month, and then somebody pounds on the door, dude, it ruins it all.
Leave me alone. I'm daddy. Leave me alone. Go away. I'm busy.
Yes,
Daddy's in a meeting. I'm dropping the kids off at the pool.
Even saying that and the being startled of the knocking on the door ruins the shit, man.
Okay, so you're doing your legendary doo-doo, that Dumb and Dumber, where he's got his feet on the bathtub, one on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
You're letting loose, and all of a sudden, with the public door, somebody walking in. And
yes,
then you hear another grown man pissing, the little water flowing, and now he's washing his hands while you're in there. No, I can't do that. I need to be at my house.
Look, I understand where you're going with that, but at the same time, in a men's bathroom, we already know what to expect when we walk in. A man knows another man has to, hey, wow, you hear that? Well, this dude is having...
I'm not going to applaud another dude because he's letting out his best work.
No, not at all. But in your mind, you're like, you know what? Kudos to him. He's putting one of the record books right now.
So do you console him? There you go, buddy. I know. There you go. Yeah. No, I can't. No.
I'm not saying, knock on the door or sit in the stall next to him and give him a pep talk.
Need me rub your stomach, buddy? I mean, no.
But also on the same token, you got to see it that if you shit for 10 minutes a day on the clock, 5 days a week, okay, that comes out to 43.3 hours a year. That's more than a week that you have earned a paycheck taking a shit.
Taking a shit.
Like, I sat down and did the math on this, man. It's 43.33 hours.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Touche.
If you're not if you're not shitting at work and getting paid for it, you're not management material as far as I'm concerned.
You're not really using your time wisely.
No, not at all.
I'm not comfortable shitting in public. I'm not. I can tear my own bathroom up. I can peel my own paint off. I can rake the toilet all I want. I can't shit in public. The only time I can shit in public is when it's like a heavy drop. And that's like, you know, the little turtle head is peeking its head out. He is coming. He is coming regardless. Regardless. You want to stand in line and check out if you want to. You know, that's that emergency, and I call it a heavy drop. You just go. You don't go in there and you don't get comfortable. You squat, you hover, release, get up and go. Go. The day is done. Go home. Finish business.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Actually, you know, I don't even have to ask you this because I've been to your place of work. You have a single toilet in there.
Yes.
So people aren't coming in on you, man. Do they come in after? Probably. But you know
yes,
what?
That's the thing.
That's on them.
I have males and females, and I'd walk in after a female, and the bathroom is obliviated. You could have dropped an atom bomb in that bad boy. We're all dead.
But
dead.
If they want to take a chance of walking in after you, that's a chance. Hey, that's a chance you're willing to take.
I'm not willing to take that chance because I'm too busy going in after other people's that, quote unquote, took that chance. Now I can't even be friends with them no more. Good morning, Gator. I don't even want to. No, I can't. Stick their hand out and shake. No, I know what you just did. No, I don't even want to be friends with you no more. I can't even look at you no more. Shit at home. I can't.
You know what, man? I got it. I'm sorry. I have to politely disagree with you. If you, especially you, where you have a single-use bathroom, you don't have to worry about the dude, you know, pissing in the urinal next to you. You know, you get your privacy. Look, if they want to take that chance of coming in after you, it should have. You know what? Pull a Friday. Every time you come out of there, y'all might want to stay out the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
Just give them a fair warning.
And then half the people at my job come back to my shop because I do have that single bathroom. It's not the community bathroom where there's 4 and 5 stalls in one. They come back there and they get comfortable.
You know what?
Sometimes I forget that person even walked through my shop. Like, man, you've been gone for 20 minutes. Damn it. You know what? Tore my bathroom up.
Shut that shit down then. You don't work in here, you can't use it. And then it's 100% yours. And you can shit in there as your heart desires.
I have left work early, and I live an hour away from my job. I have left work early because I decided I was going to have a Wendy's Frosty at work. Yes, I'm lactose intolerant. I decided I was going to have me a Frosty from Wendy's. About 30 minutes after that, the lactose intolerance ingredients began to bubble. And if you don't know what that means, go eat tacos on Taco Tuesday at damn Taco Bell. And don't just stop at one taco. Eat like 10 tacos. Wake up at midnight. That's what happens when you're lactose intolerant.
Just saying,
I've left work. I'm going home. Gotta go home. And it was a pucker factor the whole way.
If you want the full, uninterrupted, quality deuce dropping, you can't do it at home. You can't do it at home unless you're single.
Okay, now if you're single, do you shit with the door open? Or do you close it?
Oh, absolutely.
Or do you close and lock it? If you're single.
No. It's got to be open. You need leg room. You got to stretch. You got to. you can like get quality deuces every single time.
That's horrible.
No, not at all.
God forbid if they got pets. Oh, that's horrible. I don't know. And
then you're mid shit at the house. Nobody's got to knock on the door. All of a sudden, you hear something break.
Okay. Yep. Or the kids fighting. Yeah. There you go.
Or we're talking like you're like right in the middle, and this is one of these your milkshake shits, and kid comes running in crying they got hurt. Now you're in a very, very awkward situation.
That doesn't necessarily happen to dads, though, does it? that happens to moms. Moms don't have kids are busting on you when you're in the shower.
Yeah. Moms get it more.
I'm not sure. I can't. Me, again, this is the king of my castle. Hey, I'm going upstairs. I'm going into a meeting. Leave me alone. I announce it that I'm going to a meeting. I'm going to be gone for a little bit. Don't bother me till I come back. If you bother me, somebody better be taking their last breaths. I can't do it in public.
I don't know.
Proper place to shit. Me personally, I cannot shit in public.
Hey, it's Jamie, Progressive's number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's not public for you. You have your own personal shitter.
That's
me
in my one job. I got you. I have the one bathroom.
Use and abuse it. Get your free time and abuse the shit out of that bathroom and never be bothered shitting again.
But in the same token, with me back there having that one bathroom, it's literally just me. So people have to come see me to get their stuff fixed. I could be in the middle of doing something. I've had people call me on the phone. Hey, man, let me call you right back. I'm in the bathroom. They still want to talk. So knock on the door. Oh, yeah, I'm just out here because of this, that, and that. Leave me the hell alone. So I cannot get comfortable at work.
You know what? If I tell you I'm in the bathroom, I'll call you back and you want to continue the conversation. Okay? We're going to continue it. While I'm on the can, we're going to have this business conversation then.
Okay.
Again, you want to walk in after I shit or the phone with me while I'm shitting? That's a chance. Hey, that's a chance you want to take? Go for it.
Okay, let me put it this way. I thought about this not too long ago. When is a man most vulnerable? Because me being a vet, I don't ever want to be caught off guard. I don't like surprises too much. It is what it is. If I'm sitting at my dinner table in my house eating, I got utensils in my house. Somebody kicks open the door, I at least got a knife if I can't get to the gun. I at least have my knife and a fork in my hand. Hell, if I'm laying in the bed, raw dogging the butthole shit out of the wife, fucking her, I can still jump up and fight. I'll be butt naked, but I can fight. I'm ready to go. You know?
I think that's an automatic law, just a man law. Like, you don't fight anybody. Like, even if the burglar comes in and sees your dick swinging.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Go ahead.
He's going to leave the house. He's going to leave the house. My bad.
That's just courtesy man law.
Yeah. But turn around. Think about it. If you're sitting on the toilet with your ankles around, with your pants around your ankles, you can't fight. You can get up. What are you going to do? You can't step more than 6 inches. You're going to fall on your face. Now you're going to get your ass beat with shit in your butt. So I can't. I'm most vulnerable. No, a man is most vulnerable while he's taking shit.
Exactly.
So I can't do it at work.
You can't do it at home in case a burglar comes in.
Oh my God. I can't even argue back. I got nothing. Oh, I got nothing.
All right, man. You're ready to jump to the next subject because this is.
So I guess there's no real proper place to shit, but okay. Just let it happen.
There is proper places not to shit, unless it is a dire emergency. For example, Walmart.
In the middle of the lake while you're on the boat and you decided you were going to have a Wendy's Frosty because you really like Wendy's Frosties and you're in the middle of the lake and you got a boat. All you got is a Walmart bag. What do?
You jump in the water.
That's not the proper place? My bad. Okay.
You jump in the water and you shit.
Scare all the fish away. We'll find another fishing spot. All right.
Oh, not if you're fishing for catfish.
Oh my God.
They'll eat anything. They don't care.
Definitely not eating out of that lake anymore. But anyway.
All right. So we got an incident on the subway up in New York, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, even though it's not relevant to the topic of discussion that we're going to have. White lady, I think she was Asian, Latino, something. You know what? We've discussed if you prefer to be called black or African American. What if you're Hispanic? Do you prefer Hispanic or Latino?
They're very specific. Very specific. Because you can't just be Hispanic. You're either from Mexico, you're from Puerto Rico. You can't say, oh, you're Mexican and they from Puerto Rico. They finna fight you.
Right. That part I understand. But if you're talking an overall group, see, in my mind, I would think if you're from Mexico, you would prefer Hispanic. If you're from Puerto Rico, you would prefer Latino.
Correct.
But I'm not 100% sure on that. We need to get a Mexican on the show or Puerto Rican and find out.
Uh-oh.
That's what we need to do, man.
They finna fuck us up. I'm joking.
All right. So anyway, these two ladies on the subway, one starts molly-whopping the other one with an umbrella, cussing her up and down, whatever. Fast forward to the end of this weak-ass fight, and somebody on that subway decided to make a citizen's arrest. Now, let me get this right here. All right. In the United States, a private person may arrest another without a warrant for a crime occurring in their presence, for which crimes this is permitted may vary state to state, of course. Now, the common law is most states have the common law rule that a warrantless arrest may be made by a private person for a felony, misdemeanor, or breach of peace. Now, a breach of peace covers a multitude of violations, all the way to not wearing a seatbelt.
Oh.
Yes. Now, it does vary state to state. If you look up California, for example, it says a private person may arrest another, one, for a public offense committed or attempted in their presence. Two, when a person arrested has committed a felony, although not in their presence. So if you commit a crime, come back and tell me you did it, then I can make a citizen's arrest. But here's the kicker. Number three, when a felony has in fact been committed and you have reasonable cause for believing the person did commit it. You have no proof. Like I wasn't there and witnessed it, but you know what? I got reasonable cause. Yeah, this person did it. And you are allowed to make a citizen's arrest. So, citizen's arrest. Should that be allowed or no?
That word citizen's arrest, I'm going to say no, because everybody's going to interpretate their own meaning of the law, i.e. that seatbelt one. Come knock on my door talking about you're doing a citizen's arrest because I'm not wearing a seatbelt. Come knock on my car door. You better move your feet.
Okay, but
breach of peace. If me and you are out in public and we're talking about people laughing and joking, and some lady comes out, y'all being too loud. I don't like it. I'm making a citizen's arrest. Boom. Woo! That rocket ship just blasted off. I'm going off on them.
Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't go over too well with a lot of people.
So it's pretty much citizen's arrest. I'm going to have to disagree in certain things.
No, look. It's either yes, citizens can do it, or no, citizens can't. Not as we pick and choose.
I'm going to have to stay with no then, because that means people of non-law background, people of non-law authority, people of just us, what we call regular people, can now be the judge and I don't want to say executioner, but be the judge of who's right and who's wrong. There's paid people out there to tell you who's right and who's wrong. So I'm gonna say no to citizen's arrest.
Okay, so let me hit you with this then. Somebody breaks into your house, okay, and you pull the pistol out. As you get up to him, you're coming up from behind. You shoot them in the back, you're going to jail for murder. So,
Correct.
sir, I'm not going to call him sir, but hey, get down on your knees, lay down, drop whatever you have in your hands, this, that, and the third, and wait for the police to show up. That's a citizen's arrest.
I guess by definition that would be citizen's arrest. Me, I'm holding you hostage. Nah, I can't use me. I can't use me.
Huh?
Because we're gonna play.
Shit, that escalated quick.
Yeah, we're gonna play a different game if you break into my house. I'm trying to think of the average person. I see what you're saying. Somebody breaks into your house. Now you did not pull the trigger, boom, and shoot them, but you're holding them there. 911 operator, don't you move or I'm going to shoot you. Got it. I guess by definition that would be a citizen's arrest.
So
I can't use me personally because we're going to play a totally different game. I'm a black guy. I'm not calling cops to me. Sorry. Not doing it. So me and that person's going to play a different game. He may not get to go home for the next few weeks. But it is what it is.
Okay, now somebody pulls a gun out in a public place, shooting the place up, you pull your pistol out and you shoot him, okay?
Got it.
Now hear me out on this. I understand that it's not quite the same thing, but you're taking the law into your own hands. So how is it any different doing a citizen's arrest? If you walk up and this dude is putting his kid's head into the fucking pavement of the driveway, how is that any different?
This is where the Good Samaritan laws come into place now.
Not at all.
Why not? If a person runs into a shopping mall and he's shooting up the shopping mall, he's got his little pistol. What's the name? What's that? The AR-15. That's what the news keeps saying. I love that gun, but I don't know why everybody's so afraid of it. But anyway, he's in there shooting up the mall with his assault rifle, and I decide to pull out my little 40 cal and I shoot him dead. Boom. That's not necessarily a citizen's arrest. That's where the Good Samaritan laws come into play of I stopped others from getting injured and or killed. As a Good Samaritan laws, in theory, I should be protected because I stopped that active shooter with my shooting. But turn around, your second thing, I walk out of this same mall and there's a grown man beating his son for whatever reason, throwing him to the dirt, throwing him to the ground, whatever, beating his kid's ass. Got it. I step in to intervene. Again, that's me being a good Samaritan, not necessarily making a citizen's arrest. I jump in the middle. Let's not use kid. Let's use a man beating on a woman because that's something I would do.
Wait. Hold on. Clear that up really quick. What, beat on a woman?
No. If a man
that's something I would do.
That's something I would do. Okay, that did sound suspect. If I walk out of this same mall and I see a grown man fist fighting, pushing, and yelling at a woman, of course, as a man, I'm going to jump in the middle of that to stop that. Hey, you don't need to be hitting on a woman, so on and so forth. Would that be a citizen's arrest, though? No, because, unless I call the cops, somebody, or I know the cops are on the way, let's just stand here until the cops show up. Is that a citizen's arrest? I don't know. Because let's go to me and my wife. I don't know. I don't even know a good scenario.
All right, so let's flip this here a little bit now. Let me see. I got everything written down, man.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the times the money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
I'm getting better. I got it all written down here. All right, so in the case of felonies, a private person may make an arrest for a felony occurring outside of their presence. But the rule states that a felony must have, in fact, been committed.
So you're a snitch.
Well, no, for example, you weren't present for it, but you can pull up your home security on your house and you can see who's around the residence. And you see a crime being committed, then you can go to that person because you weren't there, but you have proof that they did it, and you can make a citizen's arrest. Now, it gets really sticky because you start making these citizens arrests. Let's rewind to this Good Samaritan law. The Good Samaritan law only comes into effect when you're providing medical aid. That's what the Good Samaritan law is for.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's to protect you when let's say this person has a do not resuscitate. You don't know that. So if you bring them back to life, they can't take you to court. It's a Good Samaritan law. You were providing aid. Now, if you get out there and, somebody crashed a car and, their leg is broke, fuck it, let's cut it off. Well, then, of course, it doesn't cover you.
Well, I mean, the Good Samaritan law is pretty much, if you're doing CPR correctly, you're going to crack their sternum. That person can't come back to life and then try to sue you saying he broke my chest bone.
Exactly.
I was doing CPR on you, man. I was saving your life. So if you're in a car accident and I got to pull you out and, as a civilian, I'm going to do my best to hold your neck and da-da-da-da-da, but I injure you a little bit further, but to get you out of that burning car, you're still alive. The Good Samaritan law. I did not know that it was just bound to medical stuff.
Yes. So it only covers medical.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now I'm going to shut the hell up on that one.
when you go out and make a citizen's arrest, there's no Good Samaritan to cover you. Now, at the same time, when you make a citizen's arrest, you're exposing yourself to a lawsuit or criminal charges, such as false imprisonment, unlawful restraint, kidnapping, wrongful arrest. If the person is apprehended, my civil rights were violated.
I can see that.
And that's where it gets really, really, really shitty trying to arrest, because you're really putting yourself in a difficult spot. If I see two dudes fighting and I get one of them and you're waiting for the cops, but he wasn't the one that started it, now you're fucked.
I can see that. That false imprisonment, because I'm holding you at gunpoint or I'm holding you against your will. Hell, yeah. Kidnapping. I mean, granted, I didn't take you anywhere because you're laying face down in the dirt, but yeah. Citizens wow.
So should a citizen's arrest, are you content with it's on a case-by-case basis?
Again, yes. Because look at the news nowadays where they have people like, I can't even think of the funny little names that the internet has called these people. Permit Patty, where you have some lady coming out calling the police on people selling water outside of their business, or
kids.
A whole family reunion trying to barbecue in the park or whatever, in theory, those were citizens' arrests. You know, they were breaching the priest.
But
while they were calling the cops for the authorities to show up.
Well, was there an arrest, a citizen's arrest per se, or did they just hang around waiting for the police?
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to need some weed for this. These are the conversations. But it's just more of, that's what a citizen's arrest is. I'm waiting for the police to show up. I'm going to sit here, wait for the police so I can snitch you out.
No. See, the way I'm interpreting this is a citizen's arrest is when you detain someone. That's the way I'm interpreting it.
So you just inspired my Mr. Gray from. You just inspired my Mr. Gray 50 Shades of Gray, Mr. Gray life, and say I need to start carrying handcuffs so I can detain people properly.
That's actually a good idea.
I mean, that's what you just said. Either that or those little zip tie handcuffs so I can properly.
I'm just saying, to me, when we're saying citizen's arrest, it's not just hanging around waiting for the police. It's actually detaining the person. That's the way I interpret it. Because if you're just hanging around waiting for the cops and I'm the one you want to snitch and I'm just like, fuck it, and I walk off, you haven't made a citizen's arrest.
Okay, true.
You know? I think you'd actually, jump on top of somebody and, put your knee into the back of their head so they can't move or tie their hands up or some shit.
Okay, true. I can see that. But I'm going to go back to my original statement. Citizen's arrest should not be allowed because you're throwing yourself into a whole nother barrel of monkeys. Yes, he did detain me. Yes, he held me till the cop showed up. I got you. But in the process, he broke my arm. He scratched my face on the floor. I need civil penalties now. I want $2.5 quadrillion.
Okay, but I think it should be played more like citizen's arrest should be allowed, but that's a chance as the arrestor. That's a chance that you got to take. And that's a chance that you have to be willing to take if you're going to go out and attempt to arrest somebody.
But you're
now,
go ahead.
Because when you see me without my seatbelt and you follow me all the way to my house and then get out, sir, I'm going to detain you. You're going to end up detaining me for a couple other things because you're going to get knocked the fuck out.
Got it. Yeah, we're playing the game. We're going to dance. We're going to play this game.
To me, I think they should be allowed, but just be willing to accept the consequences, because there is some situations where you need to detain somebody for the cops to show up. Like I said, you got, dad bashing his kid's head into the pavement. Pull your pistol out, hey, get down on the ground, wait for cops to come. There are situations for it.
I can see that. And just like the initial story, the lady on the train, she was kicking the other lady, so on and so forth, and everybody on the train is like, stop bullying her, stop yelling at her, stop doing this, stop doing that, blah, 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 whatever. Yep, the doors open on the subway. Old girl could have just got out, ran away. It's all over and done. No justice, no peace. But turn around, a citizen's arrest then, like, hey, this is the lady that was causing all the problems on the train, and this is why we're late. Go on and get it. I can see that as a small citizen's arrest.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the times the money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
I can, but I can't, because nowadays everybody's got a cell phone pulled out when some shit pops up. You got a clear-cut picture of this person. So,
but they're gone. I don't have a police record. You can have a picture of me and show it to somebody. Who knows? I'm gone. I'm on a subway. I could have came from uptown New York or downtown New York.
But nowadays, with all the facial recognition, it's too easy for them to find out who the fuck you are.
Oh, so we're back to the conspiracy theory with the facial recognition stuff, huh?
I'm just saying.
So when I log into my iPhone 10 with the face scan, it just told the cops that, oh, that's the guy that was kicking the other dude on the train. Go get him.
You know, asshole.
You know, Alexa just told the police where I'm at.
Look, I'm just saying, man. I mean, nowadays with all the cell phones that are out there, I mean, a lot of these, citizens arrest, I think, are unnecessary, man. If I can just snap a photo. Now, maybe, you're talking a major city like New York City. It's going to be, a little difficult to, find somebody that, is kind of a needle in a haystack type of thing. But, in an everyday average small town, I mean, you can come across these people. Just snap a photo. Go the fuck on your way.
I feel you. I'm still against this. The world is okay. Not the world. The United States is still too biased. So I'm going to say no. My opinion's no on citizens arrest.
I'm for it, but I'm against it too, because, like I said, when you come on that dumb shit that I didn't have my seatbelt on, that's just going to cause bigger issues.
Or if me and my old lady are yelling at each other, not necessarily physical, me and my old lady are yelling at each other, and somebody wants to step in to say something, be prepared for what's coming on, because now the party has gone from me to her, now from me to him.
Well, see, stepping in to say something is one thing. Now, if they step in and, you're yelling at your wife, turn around, put your hands behind your back, you're going to get kicked in the fucking junk.
Yeah. Now the argument is away from me to her. I'm going to look at her and say, hey, here's the keys, get in the car, go home. And I'm going to play with whoever just this good Samaritan is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's,
now me and him are going to play.
What old Slim Shady say? It's a good old-fashioned, passionate ass whooping. Get your coat shoes and your hat tooken.
There it is. That's the line right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't gotta worry about me and her arguing anymore. Now me and you finna do something. I don't know.
All right.
Case by case basis.
Well, I still think that we need to find a Mexican and or Puerto Rican and bring them on the show. What if you're from Spain? Is it just Spaniard and you're good with that? Or do you prefer, Hispanic or Latino?
Ooh.
Yeah, fair question there.
You know what? I'm going to have to dig in my books. I've met two people, matter of fact, in the military that were from Spain. Yep, I'm about to find them. We're going to have to continue this one. What are you? What do you want to be?
Yeah,
Are you Hispanic? Are you Latino? Mexican, Puerto Rican. Yep. We're going to bring that on. We're going to bring, yeah.
Well, I mean, the Mexican Puerto Rican, that's pretty clear cut. But
that's clear cut. They will cut you if you call a Mexican Puerto Rican and a Puerto Rican Mexican.
Oh yeah,
you're done.
Fuck yeah.
You're done. Citizens arrest is not going to save you.
No, you're fucking with your life right there. But all right, man. You got any final words?
Final words for Barbershop Talk tonight. FBMM, fuck bitches, make money.
All right. Again, thank you, RTF Productions. We appreciate you guys. If you look her butthole, she'll do anything for you. Catch y'all next time.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
Say Metro by T-Mobile got the best deal in wireless, and it's all for you, all for me. Just switch quickly, because Metro has 2 lines for $80 and 2 Samsung Galaxy J7 Star phones for free, plus Amazon Prime included. That's the way wireless should be, only at Metro.
Plus sales tax and activation fee. $50 plus rate plan required. Not valid for numbers currently on T-Mobile network or on Metro in past 90 days. Offer subject to change. Offer valid for new Amazon Prime members. Amazon Prime has a $12.99 per month value. Restrictions apply. See store for details and terms and conditions.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
Big Blue Nation. This is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, RTF Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi folks, Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5-Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life too. 5-Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5-Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show. Right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTX3RA. That is JTX3RA. Also check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTX. Tune in, huh?
Hey you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Maka Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all. And welcome to the Marcus and Mike Show, guys, where it is hot and we still wear socks with our sandals. Marcus, how you doing today, man?
Hey, pretty good. What's going on, Michael?
Oh, it's bombing like 103 degrees out here in southern Indiana today. Man. It's right. Ridiculous. It's humid. There's no wind.
It's hot. It's hot here in Texas too, man. Oh my god.
My AC's been going nonstop. I'm like at my house. I step outside to do the show. It's just like, man, I want to go back inside. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Speaking of heat, tensions are getting rose heat is starting to rise between the Jerry versus Zeke situation here. Ezekiel Elliott's agent came out yesterday and said that he does not appreciate Jerry Jones saying what he said. But I took it as a joke. Marcus, did you take that as a joke as well?
Yeah, it's a little dig, a little joke. You have to know Jerry Jones. He says stuff silly, man. He's been doing that for a long time since he bought the team in 1989. So, I mean, Ezekiel Elliott has to know that he's just playing around, and he knows that he really loves Zeke. He just doesn't want Zeke at that number that Zeke wants. So,
right.
And the agent, I think his name is Arsenault or something. So, his last name is Arsenault. So Mr. Arsenault has to know, man, Zeke's playing around. It's more posturing. It's more like, it's just silly stuff that happens. But a lot of times it'll happen with the Cowboys because Jerry's very silly about it. But, I mean, I think they said there was like disrespected or something. I mean, dude, Ezekiel Elliott and his camp, Mr. Arsenault, said they were disrespected. Dude, shut up. You're disrespecting the Cowboys and Jerry Jones by not honoring your contract, at least being on the sideline. And you're in Mexico or wherever you're at.
Right.
You're disrespecting too. So, dude, stop it.
Yeah, and just to add to your point there, Jerry Jones was joking the whole time. Like, you could see the smirk on his face, and he's laughing at, just like afterwards, he's like, I joke. If Jerry Jones did not love Ezekiel Elliott, he would have not have tried to get who's the commissioner now? Roger Goodell out of the commissioner seat when they were trying to suspend Zeke for those 6 games or 4 games or how much it was.
Right.
So clearly Jerry Jones is on Zeke's side. He knows we need Zeke to win. Right. I'm sure he is just tired of answering questions about Zeke. He is tired of when Zeke going to show up. Well, I offered him $15 million and he said piss on it. So what do you want me to say? I'm going to make light hard of this situation. Meaning, so me as an owner, if I'm making light heart of a situation, that means that I think we're starting to make some headway. We are still in communication. There's no hatred between me and my star guy. Like, I still love the guy. I still want the guy. I'm just tired of the freaking media asking me about it. It's simple as that. So, but Zeke didn't come out and say he felt disrespected. It was the agent. So
he's talking through the agent. I mean,
Well, but do you think
Zeke
Zeke actually said anything though? Or was it just the agent trying to get leverage on this bargaining situation?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's the agent just trying to just make some more headlines and be like,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, Zeke's got to know Jerry by now. He's known him for about 3 years now, or a couple of years, or whatever long it's been. Yeah.
Well, and if I'm Zeke agent, the more you're talking about me, the more I'm going to be wanted across the league because I'm selling headlines. I can go to a team like the Tennessee Titans, the team that doesn't make a lot of headlines. I can go there and I can make the Tennessee Titans front page news because of my fallout with Jerry Jones. So I think the agent is taking proactive steps to when this deal doesn't get done, that I'm going to be headline news, just like Le'Veon Bell was as soon as I switched teams. So my next question to you, Marcus, is this deal going to get done before week 1? And if it doesn't, does Jerry Jones have to move Zeke?
Great question. I mean, we're about to hit into some scary times here. I personally think it will get done, but I think Jerry Jones is going to stick to his guns. I don't think he's going to give him Todd Gurley money, $14-15 million a year. I think he's set on about that 12-13 range, the Le'Veon Bell range.
Right.
And if Zeke doesn't accept that, this could get a little scary, and he might get upset and move Zeke. He might. Jerry can go from playful and joyful and, and all of a sudden, a few weeks later, flip that switch. Either Jerry's going to be pissed and pay him what he wants, or he's going to be pissed and he's going to trade him.
Right.
So that's going to be very, very interesting here in a couple of weeks here.
So before I give you my take on this, what do you think a valuable trade would be for Zeke? Couple first round picks, a first and second and third, or
It depends on if we get a good running back in return. So that would lower the pick value, but easily Zeke is worth a first round pick. I know
100%.
running backs aren't like the first round pick type. So he's not a quarterback. He's not even a defensive end, or you might not get 2 firsts, but you might get like a first and a third or something for Zeke and a player. But it depends on the player. I think we talked about this in the past. I mean, Melvin Gordon for Zeke, and then we'd have to take the Chargers like second round pick at least.
Right.
So that's a good deal.
Do you think the Chargers would offer him Todd Gurley type of cash?
See, I don't think so either, because the Chargers are playing hardball with Melvin Gordon. They're more stiff negotiating than Jerry Jones is. So
right.
that trade's probably not ever going to happen. I mean,
So what NFL team out there do you think would give Ezekiel Elliott Todd Gurley type of cash?
There's a few out there. I think the Colts would.
Okay.
I think the Dolphins would. I mean, you're talking
even with the Colts' young tailback that they got this last year. He was
Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
Marlon Mack. They'd have to give us Marlon Mack and take Ezekiel Elliott, and we'll take a third round pick.
Okay.
Or something like that, or a second round pick.
Right.
The Dolphins, they'd have to give us Kenyon Drake and a first round. I mean, they'd have to give us a running back. And so this is, we can talk about different trade scenarios, but we got 2 weeks, and this is going to get really, really serious.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Yeah. There you go. The agent's name is Rocky Arsenault. So I knew his last name was Arsenault. I didn't know his first name was Rocky. Okay.
Right. Rocky.
It's Rocky Arsenault's agent. Yeah.
So would you trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars and take Leonard Fournette with his history that he's starting to have?
Great question. I'd have to get a second round pick.
Okay.
Like it couldn't be like Leonard Fournette and a fifth round pick or something ridiculous. Second round pick is a pretty high pick. Like that's a premium pick. Like that's Jacksonville. That's probably going to be in the 40s.
How about this?
So that's a good pick.
Let me lay this on you. Leonard Fournette and Nick Foles for Zeke. Because we need a backup quarterback and we need a tailback.
Yeah, but Nick Foles won't come in and be a backup. That's why he's not a backup there. I mean, he won't. Nick Foles wants his own team.
Okay.
So there's no way Nick Foles wouldn't even adhere to that trade. He'd walk. He basically would be. Nick Foles' agent would tell Dallas, "Don't make that trade unless I'm replacing Dak Prescott."
Which is not going to happen.
Right.
Let's be totally honest on that situation. So this is me looking and reading between the lines. Like, I've not heard this from anybody. I haven't read anything or whatsoever. But the way Jerry Jones is kind of jokingly saying Zeke who, and then Zeke's agent raging this big controversy that is arising, tells me that Zeke and Jerry Jones want to make a deal, but the agent is asking for more cash. So like the agent says, we want this deal, and this deal. But I think Jerry knows Zeke wants to be on the field. Zeke, wants to make that $12, $13 million a year, and Zeke wants to win a Super Bowl. So I think Jerry making light of the situation just upset the agent, because the agent is playing hardball, but Zeke wants to be in a Cowboys uniform. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that he doesn't want that to happen. So maybe it's time for the agent just to kick rocks and we hire or Zeke hires Drew, who is Terrell Owens
Drew
Rosenhaus. Yeah. So just hire one of those big profile name agents,
That's also Antonio Brown's agent. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, look, man, somebody's got to get in Zeke's here and say, hey, man.
It has to be Dak. It has to be Dak.
Being with the Cowboys is pretty cool stuff, man. If we make history with the Cowboys, you could not only be on the cover of Sports Illustrated, you'll be on the cover of Time magazine.
Right.
You go ahead and you go to Tennessee Titans, and we'll never hear from you again. You'll have a few 1,400-yard seasons, and you'll ride off into Tennessee's nothing. You won't
example, DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, a great example. Great example. And Zeke has more talent than DeMarco Murray. Don't ruin this, Zeke. That's what I would tell him. Don't ruin this, man.
Right.
Take the Le'Veon Bell contract
and win a Super Bowl this year. Break this curse
can you
or
imagine
slide
if
or
you
whatever.
got back in the good graces of the people and everybody loves you and all this stuff. Imagine you're making the Le'Veon Bell money and then you get all those extra endorsements from making the Super Bowl and all that. Are you kidding me?
Going to Disney World.
Boom. You're a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue that surrounds Zeke is all the off-field stuff that he had that issue with pulling down the girl's shirt, running over the security guard, and there's countless other small incidents. And prove yourself that you will be a professional athlete during off-season, then maybe you can ask for Todd Gurley money. But it is what it is. So let's go ahead and transition. Still in this running back position here, but yesterday, breaking news from ESPN: Cedric Benson was killed in an accident. You being a Texas Longhorn fan yourself, Cedric Benson did really good things for Texas, for the Chicago Bears as well. What is your greatest memory of Cedric Benson?
Wow. You're talking about one of the greatest high school running backs of all time. I think at Midland Lee here in Texas, he started like all 4 years and took his team to 3 straight state championships. The most highly touted running back coming out in 2001. And then he didn't disappoint with the Longhorns. He had over 5,500 yards and 64 touchdowns. The man was an absolute beast. He was there every game. The man brought it. And I think he would have had a better career had he not been drafted by the Bears, and then he went to Cincinnati, and he actually had like 3,000-yard seasons with Cincinnati. You put him on a bet. Sometimes when players are drafted, it depends on who drafts you and your career and your career projection. So no, I mean, I don't even know if I have a favorite memory. I mean, he just ran his ass off. I mean, he was there every time. I mean, he has more yards. He's second to Ricky Williams. He has more yards than Earl Campbell, at Texas. I mean, the dude didn't disappoint at all. He was there every game. Dude, greatest high school running back maybe I've ever seen out of Midland Lee. So, I mean, it's disappointing. He's always been, a little – he never did anything terrible or anything, I don't think. But he's always been a little, he beats to his own drum, Cedric Benson. And, man, I just – I just hate that, the accident, dude, on a motorcycle. I mean, listen, I will never ride a motorcycle. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, my uncles almost got killed. And I mean, people can't see you in your blind spots, man. They can barely see a big car, let alone a freaking motorcycle, man. I just, if I ever see many of my daughters on the back of the motorcycle, I'll pull them over like I'm the cops, man.
Right. Yeah,
so, it's just bad news, man.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks. I mean, like, my dad is a president of a fight club for the Army for PTSD. So, like, he just took a 3-week trip he went from Kansas to my house here in Indiana down to Florida, up the coast and, like, back around. And I didn't hear from him for, like, 6 or 7 days because he was just out. And it's definitely a scary atmosphere when you know somebody that you love is out on a bike and you just don't hear from them. But definitely our thoughts and prayers go out to the Cedric Benson family, the Chicago Bears, Texas, all those people that had a part of his life. Definitely, hopefully you guys are finding peace going to the funeral and that kind of thing later today. So now that that's out of the way, I had to say that piece like I thought. That was definitely a big thing that happened yesterday. But also what happened yesterday was Antonio Brown filed another grievance with the NFL about his helmet, saying that he did not have proper time to go find a new helmet. Like I said yesterday, I think this whole helmet issue is just a smokescreen about about his feet, and he just doesn't want to be in training camp, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Is this helmet gate situation, this whole helmet situation period, is this going to put asterisks by his career of like when you think of Antonio Brown, are you going to think of his crazy career that he had with the Steelers or this whole helmet issue?
It doesn't help. I tell you that. Yeah, I mean, this is not helping and he's supposed to be known as this hard worker and all this stuff.
I haven't seen it at all.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. This is not helping. Okay, this will hurt if he's not there for week 1. Then he'll look like a freaking clown.
Yes,
this will really hurt. But if he gets his butt in there, week before the games, or maybe 2 weeks before the games, into September, or like right there at the end, like he misses the last preseason game, maybe the day after the last preseason game, whether that's August 29th on Thursday night or whatever, he gets his butt in there, and he gets ready for week 1. I don't think it'll hurt him, and then he performs. But he fools around with this stuff, and we got talking about foot gate and helmet gate and all this crap, and then he misses games.
Right.
Think about that. We'll move on, and then he'll look silly because the games take care of themselves. There's no one person bigger in the game of football. Week 1, we won't even mention Antonio Brown anymore. We'll be talking about, how many interceptions did Russell Wilson or Jared Goff throw, or the first rookies. We'll be talking about Antonio Brown will be a footnote. That was just the offseason crap. But so it'll hurt him if he's not there week 1. It's definitely would hurt his legacy, absolutely, because then he'd be a clown show.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing you have. Like, Antonio Brown works so hard in the offseason, and like you see his Instagram stories of him catching balls in these goggles and like stuff like that. But you never really you never heard any off-field stuff in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers organization. Right. So does this tell me that Mike Tomlin was just keeping everything away from the press? Saying, "Hey, Antonio, you do you. I'll take care of you. Just don't say anything. If you don't want to practice, it's cool. Just show up to the games." Do you think Mike Tomlin would do something just like this? Because we saw it at the end of the season last year when he didn't show up for practice when they were battling for a playoff spot. They had to beat Cincinnati to get into an opportunity to get into the playoffs, and he didn't even show up to practice. And then it became a big deal. So does Mike Tomlin always cover for him, and just maybe Chucky is not covering for him, or the Raiders organization?
Look, he was a hard worker. Mike Tomlin probably was putting up with his foolishness, but he was a hard worker at some points. I mean, that's why he got to be who he is, and that's why his stats are unbelievable. But so Mike Tomlin probably did, and they probably is enough's enough. Le'Veon Bell and that little sideshow there, and then with the Antonio Brown thing. So yeah, I mean, Mike Tomlin also allowed a lot of stuff, but we're seeing this manifest into Mr. Diva, a little bit like a Terrell Owens.
Right.
So let's hope this ends pretty soon, because if not, your original question, this will hurt his legacy. If this doesn't end by week 1, this will start to hurt his legacy. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not in a Raiders uniform by week 1, I think the Raiders organization is going to just ask him to leave. Be like, you know what, we're not going to pay you the $30 million, and we'll eat that 3rd-round pick, and we'll just move on. So, I mean, that's crazy. I think that's just the way it has to be. Now, as a Chiefs fan, all for it. All for it. I don't want to see that talent on the field twice. Yeah. I don't want to see it. But speaking of talent on the field, the college football rankings, preseason rankings came out yesterday. Just to review the top 10 here. At number 1, we have Clemson. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Georgia. Number 4, Oklahoma. Number 5, the Ohio State, since the is now incorporated with their name. Number 6, LSU. 7, Michigan. 8, Florida. 9, Notre Dame. And 10, Texas. So my question to you, Marcus, off the top of your head, out of those top 25 teams, or teams in general that are not in the top 10, who has the best chance of making the college football playoff this year?
Now, you just said the top 10, right?
Correct.
So you're talking about somebody outside the top 10.
Outside the top 10.
I didn't hear you mention Pac-12, did you?
I don't think there's any Pac-12 teams in there.
No, there's not, right?
Oregon's sitting at number 11. They're the highest ranked.
Yeah, I had Oregon at 13 on the coaches poll. You're looking at AP?
Yes.
Okay. I got Oregon. Okay, 13th is in the coaches poll. I might have to go Oregon because I don't really see a lot of top people outside 11 through 25 going to crash it. It's not as much parity as people might think. Oregon, if they run the table, they might get in. They're the only Pac-12 team that may have a shot at Washington, maybe. I'm not sure. Stanford, Coach Shaw there. I'm going to go Oregon because of the quarterback play and because of the offensive line. That offensive line's as good as it gets in college football. There'll be some draftable players there. You'll see some Oregon offensive linemen in the NFL next year, whether they're undrafted free agents or drafted late, that will have a shot at the NFL because they're really, really good up front. And they're protecting Justin Herbert, who can throw that rock like nobody's business. I am shocked he draft. He's a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, who went 6th overall to the New York Giants in this past NFL draft. Justin Herbert is the real deal. And the big test for Justin and the big test for that offensive line is August 31st when they have to go against Auburn's defensive line. Michael, if somehow they can get by Auburn's defensive line and beat Auburn, an SEC team, and then run that table in that Pac-12, that's their toughest games. I think it's at Stanford, at Washington, and Auburn. If they can win those 3 games, I think they'll find themselves in the college football playoff. Even if it's some people will consider it a weak schedule, they'll find themselves 4th. You can't beat Auburn and run the table as a Pac-12 team, even how weak it is, and then go on the road and beat Washington and Stanford and all those teams you have to beat, and then sit there being 12 or 13-0, and they're going to put you in at 3rd or 3 or 4. So I think they have a really good shot because of the quarterback and that offensive line. So I think Oregon could crash that top 4, maybe get in at 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on the whole Oregon situation. If they beat Auburn and they do run the table, there should be no reason why they're not in the top 4, because the media puts the SEC football at such a high pedestal that anytime you beat a SEC team, that it's like hell has frozen over. So like, I mean, but people have to realize that the ACC is so top heavy, and then the rest of the teams are like horrible. So when you beat an SEC team, yeah, it's great, but the SEC conference is not great top to bottom. So with that being said, you have to look at a team from the Big 12. Maybe I'm a little biased, maybe, but Iowa State has a perfect opportunity to do great things in the Big 12, possibly go undefeated, and they play 2 top 10 teams, 2 preseason top 10 teams in Oklahoma and Texas. And if I remember correctly, they're both at home too. So great opportunity for Iowa State to run the table in the Big 12. If you beat Oklahoma and Texas in the same season, there should be no reason why you are not in the top 4 if you run the table, I should say. So Iowa State has the perfect opportunity to be that dark horse. Like I think like right now they're sitting about 22, 23 range. They could easily catapult up there real fast with some really big wins versus Oklahoma and Texas. I agree. I think they're the 3rd best team in the Big 12. Even if they lost Oklahoma and Texas, they still would be the 3rd best. But if they can win those games, I like Coach Campbell. They have a really good quarterback in Purdy, and man, they've got a good team. Now they lost a couple of key. They lost Hakeem Butler to the NFL and David Montgomery. Their running back. They're running back to the NFL. But I mean, no, I'm with you. You got that coach and quarterback right there that they have, that Iowa State has. Yes. Absolutely, they have a good shot. They have a good shot as anybody. And it is something about the Iowa Division I teams. I'm talking about Iowa and like Iowa State. You can never count them out of anything. They are always in the mix, and almost in every sport. In basketball, and baseball, softball, track, it doesn't matter. They're almost always in like every top 25 sport. Did I say that right? But like you know what I meant. So now out of the top 10 teams in the AP poll, which team do you see being the biggest disappointment out of the top 10 that I just named? Man, maybe Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma in that top 10? Yeah, they're number 4. I mean, there's uncertainty there. I mean, I don't know how good Jalen Hurts is going to be. I mean, we've seen it at Alabama, but I don't know how. We'll see how he picks up the system. I mean, they're passing a lot, and he didn't do a whole lot of passing in Oklahoma. I mean, at Alabama he did, but we'll see. I mean, this is new stuff. Oklahoma's defense is not great. They do get some blue chip athletes, some top recruits, but it's never been great. Right. I think Texas can beat them. I think Texas can handle them. With Ellinger in them. So I think Oklahoma could disappoint. Oklahoma could lose to Iowa State and Texas, and absolutely, that's a disappointment.
So Oklahoma, I find them.
Yeah, I have to say Notre Dame because
okay. I almost said Notre Dame.
Yeah, say they have three things against them. For one, they're not in a conference, so if they stumble in the year, they lose 1, 2, or 3 games, they cannot make up by playing a big opponent in the conference championship. That is 1 and 2. Number 3, looking at their schedule, 7 of their 12 games come off of teams coming off of a bye week, so they have 2 weeks to prepare for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And like, I don't care what you say, when you have 2 weeks to prepare for a college football team, you have an opportunity to win every week. And then also looking at their schedule, they played Georgia week 3. Georgia's a very, very tough team. They have been in the national championship conference or talk like each year.
Yeah.
Then they play a number 7 ranked Michigan team, and then a number 25 ranked Stanford team. So there's possibility of 3 to 4 losses right there, right off the bat. And if they lose one, they're going to be knocked out because they don't have that conference championship game to boost that ego up or to boost that what's the word I'm looking for?
Right.
Sexiness,
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So. Yeah, I almost said Notre Dame. Tough schedule.
Yeah.
I almost said Notre Dame, but I wanted to pick somebody in conference. But yeah, you're right there. Notre Dame might have been my second one. Good choice, yeah.
Yeah. So now college football starts this next week, I think, on Thursday, right?
Saturday or something. Yeah, absolutely.
Saturday. Yeah. So less than 4 or 5 days, college football season kicks off. Football is finally underway, but NFL is where it's at, man. Last month or so, we've been breaking down schedules, and today's going to be no different. Today, we're breaking down the Pittsburgh Steelers in that AFC North. Yeah, yesterday we broke down the Cleveland Browns. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Week number 1, we have Pittsburgh Steelers losing to New England at New England. Week number 2, first matchup that we're going to pick, the Seattle Seahawks at home. Who do you got?
Pittsburgh will beat Seattle. I'm just not a believer in Seattle anymore. No more Legion of Boom. Defense has gone awry. Traded Frank Clark. No, I'm just not a big believer in Seattle anymore. Russell Wilson's, we talked about that. Russell Wilson's taking up a nice little percentage of that cap, and I just don't see anything getting better for Seattle. They'll pull some games out their ass because they have a really good quarterback in a 2-minute drill. Right. Other than that, no. Pittsburgh will beat this.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh will win.
Let me just re-speak here. Week 1, I have Pittsburgh going to New England and beating New England Patriots. Week 2, I have them beating Seattle as well because exactly what you just said. They're paying their quarterback way too much money. Between a quarterback and a linebacker, they're giving them 22% of the salary cap. Right. This year they might pull out some games. Next year, 3-13. Look out. Week number 3, Pittsburgh Steelers take on the San Francisco 49ers at Levi Stadium. Who do you got?
I got San Francisco in this one. I think San Francisco will pull it out. I like what San Francisco is doing. Pittsburgh will lose this game.
So when you say you like what San Francisco is doing, you like Jimmy G throwing a bunch of interceptions and going 1 for 6 for 0 yards?
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off the ACL.
Yeah, right.
That's not really him. No, I got you. He looked terrible, but that was very weird to me to see that. But that's coming off the ACL. We'll see how he responds. He didn't respond to his feet weren't the same. He had some Romo type feet.
Right.
Tony Romo has some of the best feet I've ever seen. Jumping in and out of pockets and stuff, like jumping in and out of trouble. You know that, the spin moves and all the stuff. Romo had the feet. And Jimmy G had some of that stuff. He may as well have had my feet in this last game.
Yeah, he looked like he was running. Looks like he was running in like sand, just a tad bit.
That's concerning to me.
Yeah, just to add to some points here, though, I've been in a Facebook fight for about a week and a half, half now, saying people are saying that Jimmy G is the greatest quarterback, yada yada yada, and I'm telling you. There's a reason why Bill Belichick agreed to trade him. He traded Matt Castle after that great couple games that he had. He really screwed the Kansas City Chiefs in that deal. There's a reason why he traded Jimmy G too. Bill Belichick knows his players. He knows their worth ethic, yada yada yada. But with all that being said, I do have San Francisco winning Week 3. I believe it's their first home game. So crowd's going to be rocking. It's going to be hot down there in California, so they get the win. Week 4, Pittsburgh's at home taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, I'll take Pittsburgh in this one. This one they'll beat Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati is pretty much trash without AJ Green. So it is what it is. Next week at home again, take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Man, this used to be one of my favorite games to watch. That game of the week type stuff, man. They would knock the crap out of each other, man. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, that's must-see TV. It's still pretty good, not like it was in the past, but I'll have Pittsburgh beating Baltimore in this game.
Yeah, I have Pittsburgh beating Baltimore at home as well, and yeah, they may not have the big names like they used to have Ed Reed and versus Troy Polamalu versus Ray Lewis versus the Bus, like all that stuff. But they still don't like each other. It's still a division game. It's still going to be a very, very close game, 16-13 type of matchup here. Next week, the Steelers travel to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Who do you got?
I got the Chargers. The Chargers will win this one. Steelers are due for a loss here.
Yeah, we actually did already pick that game, so I had the Chargers winning that game as well, catapulting them into the bye week where they play Miami. We had them both beating Miami. Next week they play the Colts. We had them both beating the Colts, giving us our next game back at home, take on the LA Rams. Who do you got?
I got the Steelers in this one. Rams coming to town. I'll take the Steelers.
Yeah, I'll take the Steelers as well, as I do think the Rams are going to be very, very well. Possibly 12-4, 11-5 type of thing here. Just it's hard to go into Heinz Field. It's hard to play just in Pittsburgh in general. So the next week, possible game of the week here. They're at Cleveland. We have them both losing to Cleveland, giving us a next week matchup, take on the Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati.
Oh man, this is a tough one for me. You know what? I'll have them beating Cincinnati.
You have them beating Cincinnati. I had them losing to Cincinnati because I don't think Cincinnati is going to lose every game. So and what better way to play a spoiler for the Pittsburgh Steelers to make them battle for that the division championship. Then the next week they're playing Cleveland again. We hate those back-to-back games. We have them both beating Cleveland, giving us a matchup at Arizona. Who do you got?
Arizona. Pittsburgh will go in Arizona and beat them. Man, Arizona's, I just don't see Arizona doing too much this year.
Yeah, I watched Kyler Murray's pre-season games, and I'm not impressed.
They got a long way to go.
Yes, I do have Pittsburgh winning this game, and they're going to kind of make a statement like we are a team to reckon with in the AFC. Next week they're back at home taking on Buffalo. We have them both beating Buffalo.
I have them. What do I have them at now in the final 2 weeks?
You have them beating or losing to the Jets. I had them beating the Jets, giving us a Week 17 matchup at Baltimore.
What do I have their record at so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5.
Okay, they've already lost the division to Cleveland, so I think this will be one of those games where they might need to make this to a wild card, or they might even just rest people. There might be a wild card team already, so they might just rest people against Baltimore and not even really show up and just go 10-6. So I have them losing at Baltimore.
I have them beating Baltimore because I have them going. Well, what is it? I had them going 11-4 going into this final game where it is a must win because I had Cleveland going 10-6. So it is a must win to get that home playoff game in the second round. So they will finish the season 12-4, beating Baltimore and beating them soundly, knocking Baltimore out of the playoffs. I think. So you have them going 10-6. Are there any games that you're going to circle on the game sheet here that's saying this is a must win? If you guys lose this game, this 10-6 record is out the window, and we're going to be 8-8.
Well, they can't fool around at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's always played them tough. I have them winning there.
Yep.
You can't fool around there because you'll mess around and lose the division. And like a swing game, I have them losing at the Chargers. But if they could somehow go in there and beat the Chargers, man, then they could win the division.
Yeah. Yeah. LA Coliseum is where the Chargers are playing at. Or I'm sorry. It is LA Coliseum where they're. playing at. It's really not a home field advantage for the Chargers yet because they don't have their own stadium. So I could definitely see Steelers going in there and handling business versus the Chargers because the Steelers defense is still pretty darn good, even though they lost Ryan Shazier to the neck injury a couple years ago. But they're an expired team.
And they drafted Devin Bush to replace Ryan Shazier, and that's all they needed.
Right.
To be honest, I think their defense is pretty damn good. I mean, led by Cameron Hayward up at front.
You're right.
He's near J.J. Watt ability. Not there. J.J. Watt's a 10. Cameron Hayward's a 9. They got the pass rushers. I like Bud Dupree. So I mean T.J. Watt, man, the freaking Dallas Cowboys blew that one. That's one of their ones that they've blown in a while.
Yeah, you're right.
T.J. Watt was staring them in the face, and they took number 33 from Michigan, the Taco Charlton.
Yeah, you're right.
And J.J. Watt with those that you see what his brother does, right? You see how hard his brother plays the motor. T.J. Watt's all over the place at Pittsburgh. He's all over the field. You know what I mean? He's like a little mini version of Van Der Esch, And the Cowboys blew that one. They could have had T.J. Watt.
Yeah, you're right.
But what Cowboys lost is Pittsburgh's game. So, so T.J. Watt's the real deal, man. I like their defense. I really do.
Yeah, and just to add to your point here, their roster is pretty set here, but this team is also they are expired, or they are going to play well for their coach. Because their coach has taken so much heat with the Le'Veon Bell situation and the Antonio Brown say.
Hey, you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Micah Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all.
Big Blue Nation. This is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, iHeart Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi folks, Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5-Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life too. 5-Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5-Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeart Radio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors, so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home, because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTiggs3RA. That is JTiggs3RA. Also, check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTiggs. Tune in, huh?
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the times the money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
Hey guys, I'm Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
And today's subject.
Yes, that's better.
Yes, today's subject is oh God, I just had a mental fault.
It's basically talking about the
how do you
present information to your spouse? In what form? Where we're talking about, like, for example, is you say something, but you didn't really mean it the way they took it.
Yeah.
So, and then they take it the completely wrong way, and then things really go off the wall. So how do you guys deal with that? Because how do we deal with that? You probably just don't talk to me. you just tell me, look, brother, we ain't having that today.
Basically, it's how you translate information. How do you talk to someone?
Yes.
How do you relate to them? How do you respond to them in the wake of? Are you when someone asks you a question, or if your spouse asks you a question, or y'all talking about something specific, and you give them this strong, very aggressive answer, which you have no intention of portraying that aggressiveness at that specific time, but your spouse took it that way. So
yes, and then you're just left looking and like, whoa, I didn't really mean it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that's probably something that her and I can work on even better. Or let me say more something that maybe I can work on, because she'll ask me something and I give my response, and then she'll look at me crazy. And I'm like, well, I didn't really mean it that way, but that's how it came out. Because it's all about, it could be anything from your body language, just how you look at the person while you answering, you know what I'm saying? Because then we all have our bad days, and we have those days where somebody asks you something, and you're not really expecting it, and then you're already in a bad mood. So therefore, you respond.
And you kind of take it out on somebody else.
Yes.
And you didn't mean to. So
that's big, because the interpretation is major.
So that's the word that we're looking. That's the most important word of this. Interpreting. The interpretation of a phrase. The interpretation of an answer.
I told her I was educated.
That was taken out of context.
Yes, that is the whole thing.
So basically.
So what do you do? I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I thought you was like handing it over to me. Don't question me, okay? Please don't question me. Please don't.
Whatever.
So how do you guys deal with that when you are, or even when you get something, or when someone tells you something, you take it the whole wrong way?
Your interpretation of it is not what that person meant to say or dish out.
Yep.
In that aspect.
Are you quick to anger?
Yes. Assumptions. I swear, me and him talk about the word assumption, the word assume. Assumptions is like the worst. It's like it's like that devil word right now, because we could be texting, and I text him something, he'll text me something back, but I'll take it the wrong way. So I assume that he's upset, or I assume that he's about to get cut.
She'll be like, baby, what's wrong? I'll be like, ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I just that ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, so it's the assumption. So, and this is why we always say the communication.
Then she'll tell me you stink.
Yeah, and this is why we always talk about communication.
Yeah, communication and learn how to do it effectively, which means you have to have your body in line with what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, because that goes a long way. And then if you walk in and if you say something and the other person's in a bad mood, I mean that could really that can go from 0 to 100 within a matter of seconds.
Yep.
You know, and it could go. I mean, it can get really bad from there. So you really have to really watch how you talk
and read that person's body language.
Yes. Please.
Like he said before. Like I was texting with someone the other day, and their answers are, when we text, their answers are not normally short. When I text them something and they say no. Or,
so you know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
And it's like, okay, are you okay? Is something wrong? They was like, no, it's just, they're tired. So it's funny that I could read inside of a text like that, but I could kind of tell when somebody is a little irritated.
Okay. That's
maybe that's
point.
my sixth sense.
Maybe, because, you got 7. So,
oh, wow.
But yeah, being able to understand who you're with and who you're talking to is so important. It is, because it can be the difference between going to bed angry at each other or going to bed with peace, as it should be.
Yep.
And that goes a very, very long way. So just kind of keep that in mind, and just and even if they ask you something, and if you got to take a second to respond because you got to collect your thoughts and get it together, then that goes a really, really long way. So important, people. It is.
And it only takes a second, because a lot of people, when they're asked a question or in a conversation, sometimes they don't realize how quick their mouth runs faster than their mind.
Yes.
And a lot of times they tend to say something that they really didn't mean.
Yes.
But when they come out and say something like that, sometimes it's been on their mind for a while and it just actually comes out. They didn't mean it for it to come out the way it did, but they thought about it.
So basically, in the words of her, he's like, "You got something on your mind, brother? Looks like you got something to get off your mind today."
I'm serious.
How long you been feeling that way?
Yeah, bro.
And then you be like, "Whoa, what did I just say?" You don't even realize even what you said.
Yeah.
So that goes a very, very, very long way.
It sure does. So just take a minute to just sit and think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it in your body language.
This right here may seem like something so easy and so simple to fix, but some people really have a problem with it. Some people really don't think before they speak. Mm-hmm. They really don't, and they're not considerate of what they're about to say to the person who they're talking to, their spouse. And you really have to really take that into consideration when you talk to each other. Even though you might have been married for years, you still have to
give that person that respect.
That respect. Don't take for what you're going to say. Don't take them for granted as if you can say what you want to say, and they're just going to be like, okay. You really have to hold yourself to accountable
in a higher standard.
And yes, you do. You definitely do, because when you do that, then it becomes easier for you to talk to your spouse a lot easier, because you have that level of respect that you have gained over years for each other. So definitely keep that in mind also.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that, because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
This is one of those topics it's like an infinity type of question, because we all are all individuals and we all have our own little spots at any time of the day, and we talk to people all throughout the day, throughout our 12-hour or however long you stay up.
8 hours.
So it's just one of those things. Just be a little bit more considerate.
You really
just
have
take
to.
the time.
Really, really have to.
Yeah.
And I mean, and believe me, it makes a home very, very happy when that aspect or when that key thing in a relationship can be handled with the communication part. A lot of our videos are definitely going to be towards communication in one way or another, because you really can't really, you it's so many different ways to tie in communication, and you have to understand that. So just getting the basics and then building from that, it goes a very, very long way.
Hey, you scared the crap out of me. Like, what are you?
Did I scare you?
Yeah, like how you jumped up.
Well,
you can't be doing that, brother.
I gotta let you know before I do it.
You gotta just be
please, and have fun with it. Have fun learning each other. Have fun exploring each other and knowing just what is her limit, or not really what is her limit. That's the wrong way to put it. But just know, okay, I know I can't say that because that.
Oh, I know that she's a little sensitive when it comes to that particular subject.
Yes, so just be aware of that, honestly.
And that's when you learn your spouse's love language.
Exactly. You hear us say that a lot because it's so important. I love you. Sorry, I know it's just off track. How many people just look at your spouse and be like, I love you. Oh man, look at that. We're on it. We're on it. But you know what? We learn how to talk to each other. And I respect her so much. I do. And I don't know about you guys, but me personally, when I even think I hurt her feelings, or whenever I think I made a talk, I spoke to her out of tone, or I was disrespectful, I feel bad inside. You should feel.
And you should.
You should feel bad when you know.
Have I hurt your feelings?
Oh, you hurt my feelings a lot.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. We're not even going to go there with that. You hurt my feelings. Look at that. And look at her. She loves me. Everything. But yeah. So it's when you understand that, believe me, it opens up a lot of doors within your relationship.
And it makes your communication a
lot better.
Yeah,
so
I think you said that already.
And if another good thing that comes out of it, your kids learn how to effectively communicate with their girlfriends, boyfriends, spouses, down the road. So they're watching you. So it's a lot that can come out from this.
Yep.
It's just a lot. And even when you're out in public and you're talking to your wife with so much respect and honor, it's like other people see that. And maybe someone who's struggling with that would be like, yo, I like that.
Yep.
I really liked how he talked to her. Or she can say, I like how she talked to him. And that can be the start of something great within another household. So you have to spread the word of effective communication.
Yep.
And you heard that from
if you can help one person out or one couple out,
yes,
you've done your job.
You've done so good. You really, really, really have.
Yeah.
That's great. I love you so much. So this is a
good topic to talk about.
It was tonight. Because people need to know how to talk to people, and that's just what it is. That's it. We love.
Don't do that. That's for me to do.
I shouldn't sing.
No.
You shouldn't either. She thinks she can sing, but she can't. Sorry to get off topic, but she don't have effective singing skills. So I don't.
And we are the Can't Get Right couple.
Peace.
With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the times the money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today. With the 5, 10, 50, and 100 times the money scratchers from the Virginia Lottery, you get more times the excitement. Because with the Times the Money series of scratchers, you get the chance to multiply your winnings. Like if I were to multiply how many times I said the word multiply. Okay, but it's much more exciting than that because it's multiplying money. Like that. Look for the Times the Money family of scratchers today.
Big Blue Nation, this is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, RTF Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi folks, Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5-Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life too. 5-Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5-Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTX3RA. That is JTX3RA. Also, check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTX. Tune in, huh?
Hey you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Maka Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all.
Hey, it's your boy JTX. Long gifted family, if they ever mention me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Let a nigga say I can't, I made it happen then. Realest nigga in the room, y'all a bunch of mannequins. The loudest in the room is spoke, I may never speak again. Looking for a sheep's opinion, it's the wrong lion's den. Niggas start to count me out, I just count it up. Half off on haters cashing out cause I ain't got enough. Attitude Sierra Russ, I ain't used to give a fuck on niggas necks like bow ties. I don't plan on letting up. Told niggas I was taking off, ain't no catching up. Always counting blessings, being lucky just ain't good enough. Nowadays niggas need Oscars, they acting tough. Money ain't the topic, then my name you shouldn't bring it up. Niggas told me I was fake, it didn't mean much. Wake them up like coaches, they just hit me with the mean mugs. Throwing dirt on JT's, gon' drag it through the mud. Long as they keep talking about me, I'll never be a dud. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep must be full of power staring. Standing on my own 10, guess that I was overbearing. Lord protect me from the rumors, people started disappearing. A lot of people talking shit, guess they got a potty mouth. If they ever talk me down, they can never talk me out. I don't do the sneak, this is called that a whisper out. Money talk, most you niggas quiet as a church mouth. Silencing is secrecy, I don't really talk a lot. If you not talking money, then I might just lose my train of thought. When you start making moves, that's gonna bring the gossip out. If they talking on my name, that's what they gon' gossip about. You heard that I'm moving up, bitch, this ain't the Jeffersons. Wanna tell my peers something, tell them who I'm better than. Talk with moms the other day, she told me that I better win. Love a lot of people in the spring, fell weather friends. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Fuck them niggas' opinions, that don't mean shit, keep on talking about me. Hey.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Old moon, yeah. That's Hugo, tickling the ivories. He just saved by bundling home and auto with Progressive. Gonna finally buy a ring for that gal of yours, Hugo? Send her my condolences. Hi-oh! This next one's for you two. There's a burglar in my heart. Thank you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hey, what's up, Charles?
What up, Mike?
Normally I start the show off with a good joke. Fucking hilarious joke.
We'll call him good, yeah.
Let's be honest. But we need a moment of silence for what we're about to talk about here.
Oh, God.
So let's go ahead and bow our heads and close the eyes. Guys, this man in Marion, Indiana, shoots himself in the balls.
Oh,
he shoots himself in the fucking balls. So, if you guys do not know, I scroll through the interwebs, find stories to talk about, and we have a good laugh. But not a ha-ha laugh, but more like a hee-hee laugh. Like, that wasn't me that got shot in the balls. But guys,
this is awesome.
Before we get too carried away, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to a beautiful YouTube channel here. It's beautiful because, look, it's got my face there. It's got Charles's face over there.
Right here. It's this right here.
Yeah. If you guys are listening to an iHeart Radio, I appreciate it. Be sure to give us a ranking and subscribe to that thing. iTunes, all the good stuff. Spotify, etc., etc., etc. Give a big shout out to Just for Clicks Sports Talk here. That's my sports stories, guys. I talk about sports and usually controversial shit. Sound effects, all the good stuff. Go give that a like and a little subscribe as well. That'd be fun. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. But Charles, like I said, scrolling through the old interwebs on the old Twitter machine. You guys can follow me at mbuck41 there. Ask some questions for Advice Tuesdays. We love Advice Tuesdays.
Love it.
But in Marion, Indiana, Charles,
I know that area very well.
Yeah, the Marion Crusaders, right?
No. That's actually not even around there. Marion Crusaders are from like Marion County, which is south. This is more a little farther up, like Gas City area.
So north of Indy.
North of Indy.
Okay. So a man in Indiana actually shoots himself in the genitals early Thursday morning when a gun slipped from his waistband, police said. 46-year-old Mark Anthony Jones. Mark, we're saying your name because you're a fucking retard. Mark Anthony Jones, 46, told the police that he was walking about 6:44 on the a.m. on the Riverside Trail when his gun began to slip from his waistband. He reached to adjust a firearm and it discharged and shoots himself in the testicles. The bullet entered just above his penis and exited in his scrotum. In and out. That's what she said. Get in and get out. The gun was not holstered. Fucking idiot.
Dumbass.
Marion police said Jones did not have a license for his high .9mm gun he was carrying.
Even dumber.
Ooh. And check this out. He's getting charged for carrying an unlicensed firearm.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Dude, he's getting... Say he goes to jail for this, Charles. What are you in for, sir?
Shot myself in the balls.
I shot myself in the balls. He is going to be the joke of jokes there.
Wait, did this like take him up a whole like octave? Like, is he now speaking a little higher, just like a little higher?
Truth, I don't know, man. Should we try to call him and try to get him on the show? Like, hey, Mark, how's those balls feeling?
They're really great. They're really great, Mike. I'm doing my 10 years right now, but they're really great.
Charles, me and you both have guns. Definitely. Mine's licensed. We carry it when we go hiking and go camping and whatnot, because you never know when a bear might come.
I carry mine in Louisville because you never know what might happen in Louisville.
And you're wearing a Cards hoodie.
I'm only wearing this because it's the only one I had that was clean today, Mike. It's the only one. It's laundry day. Leave me alone.
Speaking of hoodies, guys, get some Morning with Mike's gear in
Morning
the
with
description
Mike
below.
hoodies?
In the description below, guys. Get the Season 2 official apparel. Click on it. Get you some love.
Need to get some Morning with Mike fitted hats with the MWM right here. Just throwing that out there.
Maybe later. Maybe for Season 3.
Oh, yeah. Season 3.
So, do you have yours in a holster, right?
Typically, I carry mine in the holster.
I mean, common sense tells you if you're going to put it in your waistband,
put it in a holster.
Like I guess, is this guy a gangster? Like,
being that he's 40-something years old, I don't think he is unless he's like the original OG of the cornfield. I'm just saying.
Like when I saw this, I'm like, I felt bad for him first. I'm like, man, like it's like that 8 Mile scene.
Cheddar Bob
shoots himself in the balls. Like that's exactly what I thought. But then so I looked up Marion. It's a nice little city.
Oh yeah.
Like the crime rate doesn't seem bad. Why are you carrying a gun and walking on trail? Like,
because he wanted to be the OG of the cornfield. I'm telling you, up there's only 3 things: milking, corning, and school.
Well, this river trail path that he was walking through, it's through a rich neighborhood.
Even more
like
reason.
All those houses look like $200,000-$300,000 houses. $200,000-$300,000 houses.
That's a great neighborhood there.
Yeah.
My house costs $250. What's yours?
$250,000 K on the end of that. So like I think I would feel pretty safe in that neighborhood.
I would too.
And at 6:45 in the morning, that the sun's starting to come up. So you might have to worry about some deer, maybe.
Then again, though, think about it. I know, like some of the things I've heard, like coyotes are real bad in that area.
Okay.
So maybe that's what it was. He was walking the trail, had his little tiny Pomeranian that his wife just had to have, but she never pays attention to, and he didn't want to.
You sound like you're speaking from experience there.
Not from experience, but I've seen some things. Wouldn't recommend them. But, he's walking down the trail and little Scruffy there, a little yapper,
right.
Out of nowhere, a big-ass, coyote comes out, and he's just like, my balls! You never know.
I'm just saying a 9mm is not going to kill a coyote.
Bet.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
So, Brandon, the guy from work that we're doing a live stream with, our monthly live stream coming up here in April. If you guys missed the last one, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell.
They're the shit.
That bell notification. Brandon thinks he can take on a pack of coyotes. Should we bring that up on the next live feed?
Oh, we have to bring that up on the next live feed. He really thinks he can take on a whole pack.
Yeah.
Like, he does realize those running packs of 12 and 15.
Right.
What kind of... Is he talking hand-to-hand here, or are we talking with a gun?
He says just his hands. He said he's going to, punch him in the face and, snap their neck. Okay.
Rambo. So, now, I've been coyote hunting a couple of times.
With my 40-06, yeah.
Oh, I've used tons of different guns. I've used 20 gauge, 12 gauge. I've used everything that you can think about there. The thing about it is, though, normally when you hit the one that they're all following, the rest kind of do scatter.
Right.
So if you can take on the right one
so
first. So
you're saying go for the alpha first.
Yeah. But now the thing is, though,
once you attack the alpha, the other ones are going to attack you.
Not always.
You said they're going to be little bitches?
Some of them are.
Like all the bitches
if you take the alpha out first and he falls, they run. They scatter.
Right.
So if you can figure out exactly which one's the alpha, but from how this guy's not making it sound right now, is he's in the middle and they're surrounding him. You ain't going to know which one's which. You're just going to have to hope you're it.
Do you hear that bird tweaking? That was weird.
I did a minute ago. There he is.
Damn. We have some sensitive microphones going on.
These things are...
Shut the fuck up! Man. I love spring and all, but damn, boy, it's early. Shit, I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do you hear it anymore? I win.
Hold on.
It's Jamie, Progressive's #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I kind of hear it a little bit.
Shut the fuck up. I win. Fuck him. So back to Brandon. I mean, like, Brandon is my boy. Like, we work overnight. It's that fucking bird. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill that fucking bird, man. Brandon, get the fuck over here and slaughter that bird. Take your coyote anger out on this fucking bird. Like, seriously. Like, if I go lay down in bed and I hear that bird, I'm going to fucking flip a shit, man.
Just remember, you live within city limits. You can't pull a gun.
I fucking lived up next to Section 8 housing. They can suck my dick, little bitches. I don't live in Section 8, guys, but for some reason they fucking put a Section 8 housing like right in the middle.
He don't live in Section 8, but he never said anything about Section 9.
What is Section 9?
I don't know, but it sounded funny at the moment.
It was horrible. Wouldn't it be like Section 7? Like you want to go up the sections?
No, you'd want to go like up, like a higher number.
No, because higher you are, the poorer you would get, right? So the lower number, like the less poor you would get.
We're gonna have to look this up now.
We'll ask Brandon while he's fighting a coyote and killing this bird.
Yeah, you see what happened.
Like, if you guys see me in jail, I mean, I'm sure I'll be sleeping on the couch for the next few weeks with the whole other podcast, but...
Which one of the other podcasts? Because we
Dude,
are...
I know Cindy's so pissed right now. Like, I fucking just know it.
Still. Like, days later, but still.
The funny thing is, I bet you she looked up that story.
She had to have by now.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about,
scroll on back.
Yeah, a couple episodes. I believe it was last Friday. The last time we did a show on Friday.
No, I think we did that on a Thursday.
It was a Thursday episode.
It was a Thursday.
March 14th episode, guys.
Yeah.
Woman likes semen.
She doesn't just like it. She likes it.
She loves it. Give it to me raw. Give it to me raw, baby. Just put that semen straight in my mouth. Swallow it. Swish it around. I don't want to get too back into that podcast. God. But this guy so the scrotum is the area behind the ball. So he technically didn't hit his balls.
No. The scrotum is the sac around, but like between your like outer skin layer.
Oh, I'm thinking of the gooch.
Yeah, you're thinking of the gooch, that little tiny area between your asshole and your ball sack.
At anatomy class, guys, or an anatomy class, not anatomy. Anatomy.
I don't know. Either way.
Either way, he shot himself in the testes.
Yeah.
So, do you think one of his testes works still, or do you think he went like right down the middle and
I'm just saying, what if he went like, here's one, that bullet went. Phew.
Do you think they swollen? They got like super huge. Like he has like these balls like down to his knees now.
Better yet, we gotta ask this now. Did they get a second-degree burn from the bullet going through?
Oh.
Internal burning. Did that like medium rare cook the sperm?
Tracy's like, can I get my sperm fried now, please?
I heard about a guy who got shot in the nuts and his like came out like a little chunky, like it was pre-cooked. Can I get a cup of that? Oh man, I wish I would have brought that up. Do you think that Tracy goes to the sperm bank, makes a withdrawal once in a while, like a regular bank?
Bro,
that's the past. Let's keep talking about the guy who has a hole in his nutsack now.
I mean, like, how do you fix that? Like,
put a big ass fucking gauge in the middle of it.
Do you you see those little things that go tink tink?
Yeah.
Do you think they put some brass balls in it? It goes tink.
Dude, what the fuck? There was a movie like that. Oh my god! Growing up, there was a movie like See Spot Run. At the very end, the dude got both of his nuts chewed off, and as he's walking in jail, you hear the tink tink tink. And someone was like, "Hey, jingly bells." He goes, "Listen here, I might not have them, but I'll still kick your ass."
Do you think he got castrated? Like they get chopped off?
Do you think it cauterized itself as the bullet went through? I mean,
I have so many questions.
We got to get this guy on like one time. Like we're gonna Howard Stern the shit out of this.
Well, what was his name? Like Mark Anthony Jones. Yeah, Mark Anthony Jones, 46 from Marion, Indiana. We're going to be calling up to the jail cell there since you'll be serving some time apparently.
Dude, the worst part is that was only like a week ago.
Well, like, the worst part is he has to serve jail time for carrying an illegal firearm.
Yeah, he has to serve jail time for that. Yeah.
And then
how long is he going to be in for though? Like, is this his first offense? His second offense?
Well, think about it. There's going to be a laundry list of charges.
Oh, there's going to have to be
firing an arm and firing a gun in city area, carrying
without a permit,
and then it was concealed.
Carry concealed without a permit.
What do you get? Attempted murder for?
Or would that be attempted suicide?
Right, I don't know.
Or an accidental attempted suicide.
I mean, like, I'm sure they got 8 or 9 charges on them.
And then they're going to throw probably in there somewhere, like, something really off the wall. Like, they're going to find out the gun wasn't registered at all.
It wasn't registered.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean, like, the one thing I would think would be funny if he resisted arrest. And then
don't touch me!
I would say, and then the cops shot him in the other balls, but then we would get, we would be wrong because a white police officer shot a white guy, and that would be bad news, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do we want to go down that rabbit hole?
We're not going down that rabbit hole today. Maybe next week.
I mean, the real thing is just above his penis, like that. Like that's where the bullet entered.
So, are we talking like the fatter upper dick area here? Or are we talking like directly above the shaft? Like
I'm thinking like when you get like a sex change where they chop off the penis, like right when it starts to point out. Well, that's what I would say.
Right at the base. Ugh.
I mean, there's not a lot of information on the story.
This is going to be all over Dr. Oz one day. Watch. All right, guys, and today we're going to cover a guy has a hole the size of a quarter right above his penis and another hole the size of a nickel right below the sack. We're going to show you today how to fix that.
Like, I'm just saying, like, that's got to fucking hurt.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, do you
got a limp now.
Like, do you call 911? You're like, hey, I shot myself in the dick. Or do you...
No.
Or do you just kind
of... goes.
Or you kind of just like, somebody shot me! Like, do you try to play it off like somebody shot you?
At first.
But,
then, when the cops get involved, you got to be like, all right, listen, guys, this is going to be real fucked up.
This is just between you and me.
Just between us. Keep it off the record. I shot myself in the balls. But tell everybody it was some guy named Jorge that was running down the street. I don't know.
Like the fucking Jesse Summit thing. Like, oh, I paid these guys to meet me up. Like,
that thing's fucked up. That whole story's fucked up.
Yeah.
And now he's off the internet and TV and everything.
Yeah. People were saying he was only getting paid like $20,000 an episode.
Yeah, that was one of the
$120,000 an episode he was getting paid.
Oh, okay.
He was only getting paid $20,000 less than the main two people.
Because how the last one I read, like TMZ or some shit put it out there that like the main two characters were like $250,000 an episode, $350,000 an episode, and him $20,000 an episode.
Yeah, that's fake news. I went on the actual Hollywood site. It was most of the cast was getting 150 and that like an episode, and he was getting 120.
So he was crying.
I'm just. I mean, if you're not a main actor, I mean, like
don't expect main actor money,
right? But regardless, I can't wrap my head around getting shot in the balls.
I mean, no, I've accidentally shot myself in the foot with a paintball gun before, and that wasn't fun. But
speaking of paintball, the worst place to get hit is the back of the ear. By the way,
no. Played in shorts one time, got hit right in the dead center of like the back of the knee. That hurt. My whole leg jolted.
Rule number 1 is you always wear pants.
I was with a bunch of friends and we were playing in somebody's backyard.
Fucking noob. I used to be a professional paintball player.
I used to be a semi-pro, so we're all good.
I'm just, oh man, I can't wrap my head around no more. Dude, I can pull up my gun right now and shoot you in the face 3 times before you know what the fuck happened.
Just don't shoot me in the balls.
I just clicked on that girl's fucking scene. And I closed the other story.
We really need to clear your browser history, bud.
Man.
Now here's a question though. Like, how does he explain this to his friends? Like, when he gets out of jail, like, yeah, I was just walking, and next thing I know, my gun went off. Like, somebody's gonna have questions. Like, this dude's gonna make television. Like, this is gonna become like a Lifetime movie or something.
Oh, he'll get his 15 minutes of fame, 100%,
for being a dumbass.
I'm just. Do you move like after this?
Oh, you have change your name. You move out the country, like something.
Should he just complete the sex change? Like, I mean, I've already shot my balls off. Might as well shot the penis off too.
Maybe that's what it is. The insurance wouldn't cover it. Now he has a reason for them to cover it.
Well, speaking of insurance, did the insurance cover his his surgery to get this shit fixed?
Well, they didn't have to extract the bullet. The bullet extracted itself.
Well, you still got to sew that shit up.
Unless it cauterized itself.
Dude, he literally blew out a fucking nut. Like, come on. That is definition of busting the nut. Like, yeah, man, I was walking around, I fucking busted 2 nuts at the same time. Pop.
2 nuts, 1 bullet. Who wins?
Link in the description below. Charles' sex tape.
Hey.
Speaking of the description below, guys, get some merch. Get some season 2 T-shirts there.
They're nice.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe as well. Share this with a couple friends.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely comment. We need some more interaction.
You guys need to ask us, like, tell us how you feel, like, how this guy should feel. Like, give us something in the comments about, like, do you think this guy's an idiot? Do you know this guy? I mean,
is he your dad?
Is he your first cousin? Is he your best friend?
You're my sister now. So, real question. If he gets... like a male is an XY chromosome, but we can't see chromosomes. We identify people as male or female by the penis. If he doesn't have balls anymore, and it's just a fucking penis, I wonder how that fucking looks like.
Oh, he's going to be... If that's the case, he's going to be taking, like, testosterone for the rest of his life.
Well, because think about it. I mean, he's going to get a fucking jacked and shit. But, like, I mean, the balls are the most ugliest thing on a man. Like, 100%. Balls are fucking ugly. Like, when you send a dick pic, like, cut your balls. Yeah, like...
Don't put them in there.
Like, put your balls behind your hand, like, pop your dick pic up and make sure you're nice and hard, you know, get it up there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, a girl wants to see a good penis.
She wants to know that you're thinking about her while taking the photo of the penis.
Not really. Girls do not like dick pics.
That's information from Thadcast.
Girls do not like dick pics, 100%. Cindy told me.
That might be her, but I mean, some chicks ask for them, and you just got to contemplate, do you send it? Do you not send it? How do you angle it? Like, do you throw the leg up?
You know what? Let's call a girl right now.
Oh, God. Who we calling?
We'll call my sister.
And back to the incest in the morning.
I don't have my sister as a favorite. Is that wrong of me?
No.
But now I don't know. Because she recently changed her phone number, so I don't know which phone number is.
Let's try them both.
It's probably some Mexican or something.
Hola, mi name is Miguel.
I know I texted her. There she is. I'll just go off the text. So, guys, be quiet.
Be prepared. It's going to get dirty.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Sorry. Forgot to plug in. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I got a question for you. We're on a podcast right now, so be nasty.
And honest.
Be filthy, okay? Do you have time to talk for 3 seconds?
3 seconds.
Do girls like dick pics?
No.
Okay, why not? Well, why don't girls like dick pics?
Dicks aren't cute. They're weird.
So,
and a lot of times people send them without even, like, asking.
They're fucking ugly, aren't they?
Yeah, they're ugly.
What if somebody hid the balls and just showed you the penis? Would that be okay?
No, girls are not. Girls don't get turned on by a picture of a penis. Like, that's not what does it for us.
Okay, so what does it for you? Is it a picture of my ass? Like, should I show a picture of my ass?
No pictures. We're not really visual. We're more emotional people.
So sexting you works?
Probably a little bit more than a dick pic, yeah.
That a girl. All right, Danielle, thanks. Appreciate it. Love you.
Okay, bye.
Hey, by the way,
bye.
happy early birthday.
It's not even close to things.
Hey, I was the first one to wish you happy birthday in a few months.
Happy Happy birthday to you, too.
Yeah, thank you. Next week. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Subtle reminders.
So, guys, see, I told you, girls don't like dick pics. Girls don't like pictures in general. Unless it's of your pretty little face, your smiling face.
Unless it's you and then the face just ruins the whole movie. I mean, no.
So, should we give this guy a moment of silence on the way out?
No. We need to give this like we need to come up with like a Dumbass of the Week award, and this guy right here would get that Dumbass of the Week award.
Speaking of Dumbass of the Week award, Morningaholic shirts are down there in the description too, Charles.
Morningaholics. We're gonna start having Morningaholic meetings. We'll get jackets. They'll be nice.
I've been trying to shuffle through songs to think of like what song would be good to like walk out to, or for this guy. I don't know. Think, Charles. Think.
Going to the interwebs real fast.
No, already got it.
Is this what he's doing in jail right now?
He's not doing this at all anymore because he can't even get it up without those balls. Rest in peace to Mark Anthony Jones' balls. Say hello to Butt Crime. Sticky Butthole in the morning. Jones. Mr. Jones.
Hold on. If he gets a girl pregnant, will the baby come out with second-degree burns?
He doesn't have volume. We doesn't have any test him. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Leave us a ranking. You know the good.
To everybody.
Have a good day, y'all.
We're out.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow. That's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer. That's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
This your boy JTX checking in. You can follow me everywhere on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, JTX3RA. That is JTX3RA. Also, check me out on iTunes, Music, Spotify, and YouTube under JTX. Tune in, huh?
Hey, you! Listening to RTF Radio. This is Maka Buckheister. I'm with Just for Clicks. Join me live Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. You have live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Join me. It's a great time, y'all.
Big Blue Nation. This is the loyal BBN fan. This podcast is about the Kentucky Wildcats sports program and how awesome they are, showing the nation why UK is the best in the nation. The show will be Mondays during football seasons and Mondays and Wednesdays during basketball season. You can listen to the show on iTunes, iHeart Radio, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Go Big Blue.
Hi, folks. Dirk Bentley here. Being on the go is a big part of my life. I love seeing new places, meeting new people, and performing all over the world. For energy on the go, for me, it's 5 Hour Energy. It works fast, works long, and it tastes good. With 0 sugar and 4 calories. Try it. It could work for your on-the-go life, too. 5 Hour Energy. Energy on the go.
Get 5 Hour Energy at your local Holiday.
Do you guys like unbiased, truthful, straightforward sports talk? Guys, check out the Marcus and Mike Show right here on the RTF Productions radio station, along with iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast. Check us out. We upload our podcast 2:30 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Have a great day.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Who says deck boards have to line up perfectly? The same deck board repeated again and again? Board is right. It's time to get out of line with new TimberTech AZEK multi-width decking at Lowe's. Multi-width decking comes in 3 distinctive widths from narrow to wide. Made from the finest synthetic materials in a range of natural colors so you can create designs and color combinations that go against the grain. Multi-width decking from TimberTech AZEK. See a Lowe's Lumber Associate for details.
Ticks, Hells, huh? You know, I'm in the booth, going fucking random shit up. Got knowledge out there recording me and shit. My God, this motherfucking balls right here. Huh? Tins be the name, L's when I'm rapping, applying the pressure on next, I be stepping. This is not school, but I'm teaching them lessons. Watch how you act, watch who you testing. Niggas be flexing, must stay in the gym. Testing these waters, must know how to swim. Clouds want the beef, must be rolling with grit. Don't try me like them, cause I am not him. Give me free smoke, but this is no hookah. I'm my own shooter, but lil' bro, do you? Not talking about moolah, yeah, out your medulla. Always stay strapped, just call me Tix Luger. Fuck up a beat and I roll me another one. Walking out pops, just brought me another gun. Me and this Wesson, so there's no one-on-one. Caught me a zip, only cost me $100. Don't stress about what? Lay up with a cute. Smoking a doobie and rub on the booty. You know it's X-rated, we making the movie. I got the mojo, it get a little groovy. Winning and winning, I might win again. LGF family don't fuck with new friends. They fuck with the real, so my music gon' spin. Type on my lyrics, don't fuck with a bin. Addicted to Kush, but I am no addict. It's back with the stuff, I'm high as Aladdin. Niggas act monkey, just quit with the cap. And I live on my shit, I don't just be rapping. Metaphor, massacre, lyrical lunatic. I'm a big dog, miss me with the goofy shit. Spit so much fire, I need me a cooler kid. Tatted on me, so you know I'm cool with it. Come to this music, best in the city. Locals be knowing there's no fucking wit. Show him no mercy and show him no pity. Stacking this bread is rising like Jiffy. Smoking this gas, it smell like a poop. I see J Rouse when I'm up in the booth. Money train coming, you just a caboose. Fuck with my dogs and I'm cutting them loose. Fuck with my dogs and I'm cutting them loose. Money train coming, you just a caboose. I see J Rouse when I'm up in the booth. Smoking this gas, it smell like a poop.
What's up, knuckleheads? Come join us at St. Street to get twisted and derailed. Leave your feelings and dump buttons at home, because we got no filter here and things are bound to get weird. Thanks.
Hey guys, I'm Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
We are a fun-loving couple that's been married for 21 years. And what we do is we talk about the little issues that come up in the daily life of a couple. And we make funny videos about it.
We download our podcast on Mondays. And you can follow us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Spreaker, among others. Please don't hesitate to download, follow, and rate us on our show.
And please, don't forget to tell your friends and family about us. Again, my name is Tawana.
I'm Michael.
And we are the
Can't Get Right Couple.
If I side with me. Just because you hating on me, don't mean we a rivalry. This food for thought, I know by neuroscience. See, no need for that focus spoon. This one for your mind to eat. See, I'm not trying to preach. Me, I'm just trying to reach out and let them know no giving up. Get that offensive rebound. Cause any day could be your last, and know that they will never break you long as you control the glass. The world back to this and that about your color. It's starting to feel like Mars for nothing. Damn, did we forget about the dream that had us stitched together? Now we breaking from the seams. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's hard, you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray. I ain't looking back on my past, I don't need the review. I'm looking forward to the future with a clear view. And yeah, they can try and walk them out, but these the wrong shoes. Can you relate to being down and out? Just seems to haunt you. You start from the bottom, only option is to come up. My past is not Maybelline, so that I just can't make up. The same one stab you in your back, quick to shake up. And you can change the situation long as you wake up. This cold world freezing, bro, I'm trying to get a winter coat. And when they start burning bridges, get a bigger boat. Now I'm paying for my past mistakes like a scapegoat. And I can see they true colors without a microscope. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's hard, you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray. Let's go. I've been feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. Feeling down, but don't worry, I'ma stand up. I gotta stay strong, even though they shot my man up. See, I thought I was the sickest till my cousin died from cancer. Now I feel like Michigan, cause I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. No happy day, I'm on top of Indiana straight. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's hard, you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I'm tired of losing all my people to the streets, you know. But it's hard out here when it's hard, you know. This how we raise. Let's go. No happy days, no happy days, no happy days, no happy days. I hope that no more of my people go away, you know. But it's cold out here, keep it cold out here. You gotta pray. Let's go. Hey, it's your boy J Tiggs. Long gifted family, if they ever mention me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Let a nigga say I can't, I made it happen then. Realest nigga in the room, y'all a bunch of mannequins. The loudest in the room is spoke, I may never speak again. Looking for a sheep's opinion, it's the wrong lion's den. Niggas start to count me out, I just count it up. Half off on haters cashing out cause I ain't got enough. Attitude Sierra Russ, I ain't used to give a fuck on niggas necks like bow ties. I don't plan on letting up. Told niggas I was taking off, ain't no catching up. Always counting blessings, being lucky just ain't good enough. Nowadays niggas need Oscars. they acting tough. Money ain't the topic, then my name, you shouldn't bring it up. Niggas told me I was fake, it didn't mean much. Wake them up like coaches, they just hit me with the mean mugs. Throwing dirt on JTs, gon' drag it through the mud. Long as they keep talking about me, I'll never be a dud. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Heard niggas talking about me, but I got tunnel hearing. Seen niggas turn on me, must be full of power scary. Standing on my own 10, guess that I was overbearing. Lord protect me from the rumors, people started disappearing. A lot of people talking shit, guess they got a potty mouth. If they ever talk me down, they can never talk me out. I don't do the sneak, this is called that a whisper out. Money talk, most you niggas quiet as a church mouth. Silency is secrecy, I don't really talk a lot. If you not talking money, then I might just lose my train of thought. When you start making moves, that's gonna bring the gossip out. If they talking on my name, that's what they gon' gossip about. You heard that I'm moving up, bitch, this ain't the Jeffersons. Wanna tell my peers something, tell them who I'm better than. Talk with moms the other day, she told me that I better win. Love a lot of people in the spring, foul weather friends. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Long as the money come, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm dropping songs, they gon' keep on talking about me. Long as I'm getting paid, they gon' keep on talking about me. Fuck opinions anyway, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Hey, hey, let them keep on talking about me. Fuck them niggas' opinions, they don't mean shit, keep them talking about me. Hey. One of those joints. About to take a trip from life. My plane leave in 5 minutes. About to take a trip from life. Can't worry about who do you wrong, even if you treat them right. I know that I be stressing out. God, you keep me out my feelings. Cool on all the fake love, so you know that I be chilling. I just need a lot of space. The moon is my paradise. Looking for what to give, couldn't find a campsite. Trying to book a round trip, only found it one way. Rolling up another one while we on this overlay. Captain of the flight I took, had a little turbulence. Tried to shoot the dream down, prep with the air defense. Needed me a fire hook, D-Rob helped me steer the plane. Soul food on the private jet, twisting up Miss Mary Jane. About to take a trip on life.
About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight.
In first class, counting cash, rolling grass and paper planes. Superman ain't here to save you, and you not Miss Lois Lane. Stewardess is stupid thick. Mary is this beauty name. Say she smoked that OG Kush, so she not no plain Jane. Malaysia, what I call this smoke. Might go missing on this trip. A lot of people acting funny. Sunday morning comic strip. I roll alone, I smoke alone. I don't need your fellowship. This ticket cost me some chips, but I still chose to dip. You say you wanna do what? But she scared of heights, rolling up this backwood, cause I don't wanna miss my flight. Oh, your man bugging out, you don't have the time to fight. Soon as I pass the light, baby, take this trip from life. And you can stay the night.
About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy down just to get a different height. Then I roll the baggy up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. About to take a trip from life. First I break the baggy now, just to get a different height. Then I roll a baggy up, rolling on a different
I put my thoughts up in my swisher, smoke my pain away. You know when it rain, it pour, and it's a rainy day. Time to get up on this mission. Gotta make another run. Blowing all this green. I'm looking like a leprechaun. I can't let your mind get the best of me. Yeah, I put that up on Stephanie. Gotta make these ends meet. I know you niggas wanna end me. You ain't a stand-up nigga. That's why you niggas can't stand me. I'ma bust you like a grape before I let her fully jam me. I got my second, I'm coolin'. Shorty, she clapping that booty. I just smacked her on the cheek. Then I told her, let me see. You gon' have to free that thing. You know ain't shit free. I rolled up on the arch, then lit that kitty straight to sleep.
I'm staying up to 5, getting high. I'm about to take this trip from life. First I break the baggy down, just to get a different height. Then I roll a baggy up, going on a different flight. I'm staying up to 5, getting high. I'm about to take this trip from life. First I break the baggy down, just to get a different height. Then I roll a baggy up, going